Tonight's game is a presentation of B92.7 FM Sports.
Breckenridge basketball is on the air. Tonight's I3G Sports Network broadcast is brought to you by Breckenridge Public Schools, Carlson Family Insurance, CHI St. Francis, Essentia Health, Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, Heitkamp Construction, Miller Realty, Minn Kota Ag Products, North Dakota State College of Science, Optimum Rehab, Otter Tail Power Company, Quality Toyota, Red River Agency, Red River Grain, Smith Motors, State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick, and Twin Town Villa. Now, here's KBMW's Turner Blofis.
And welcome to the Red River Grain pregame show serving the local farmers since 1986. Turner Blofis, and we are ready for a Heart of Lakes doubleheader between the Breckenridge Cowgirls and the Staples-Motley Cardinals. Breckenridge Cowgirls and Staples-Motley Cardinals kick it off. Breckenridge Cowboys taking on Staples in Game 2 at Staples-Motley High School. And yes, they are an HOL team. Just recently joined the conference. So in case you guys haven't been keeping up, which it was kind of a shocker to me as well. All of a sudden, Park Rapids and Staples-Motley on the conference schedule. That's kind of interesting. But just figured I would let you guys in case you were just jumping in. And let's dive into our conference power poll ranking, because we got some good news for you folks. We'll cover the girls and the boys in this pregame show, and then we'll kind of loop back and talk some of the other boys' tidbits before they get started with their ball game. But Breckenridge Cowgirls have a chance of, potentially winning the conference here, but potentially, we'll see how it ends up shaking out. But we were recently told that it was actually a 2-point win that they got over Park Rapids earlier this season. So, Breckenridge is going to be at the top of that. They get the bonus one, even though they don't have more wins than everybody. They get 2 points for the Park Rapids one. So a win tonight could lock up their first conference title since 2001, unless we got to correct that. But that's the information I'm going off of right now. Breckenridge at 20-5 coming into this ball game. Final game of the regular season here, 11-4 in HOL play. DGF also 11-4 in HOL play, 20-5 on the year. Pelican Rapids 19-5, 11-4 in Heart of Lakes in contest, and then Barnesville also 11-4 in the HOL, kind of a running theme here. 18-6 on the year, and then the Perham Yellow Jackets at 9-6 in HOL play. They split with the Cowgirls, as did Barnesville and Pelican. I think DGF Breckenridge actually swept that matchup, so it's pretty firmly to put them at the top there. But that is a look at your conference power poll ranking for the girls' side, and now we'll dive into the boys' side really quick here for you. With Perham at the top of the HOL, 16-6 on the year, 11-3 in HOL play. DGF also 11-3 in HOL play, 15-9 on the season, while Pelican Rapids a game behind, 10-3 in conference play, 18-5. Barnesville actually 10-4 on the year, split with the Cowboys, 17-6. And then Staples-Motley, who we'll see in this ball game, 6-6 in Heart of Lakes play, 12-11 on the year. And last time these two teams match up, I was telling Coach Christensen it was kind of hard to get a bit of a read on Staples because they had so many guys in foul trouble, and it was just a really out of rhythm, kind of odd basketball game. So, we didn't really get Staples' best look in that first one, but Staples still ended up taking it to Breckenridge and picking up the victory there. So, just wanted to make sure you guys all have that in mind coming into this ball game. So, Breckenridge Cowgirls, however, though, I forgot to mention this part, got probably some crucial information there. They really beat up on Staples-Motley last time around, jumped out to a massive lead, and then just kind of held them at arm's length from there. Arm's length is generous. It's a super long arm, I guess I would say. Breckenridge kind of coming into this one a heavy favorite on the girls' side. And then the boys' side, it would be the boys who have the uphill battle. So we'll see how that ends up shaking out here in this conference doubleheader here at Staples-Motley High School, hanging out. And it is a beautiful facility they got here, by the way, with a walking track. That's where they have me set up, and I hope that's all right with you folks that I'm going to have the YouTube stream actually just kind of locked on the court, and not going to be a lot of movement for me. We're just going to give you kind of a wide shot and hope that is sufficient. That's what I'm going to be pretty much using. I'm going to be looking at the computer screen more than I am at the court, so hopefully it's a good enough view for you guys. But time to dive into our stat report brought to you by the local State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick as we wrap up our Otter Tail Power Company Power Poll ranking on for conservation once again. And now with these, we'll run through the statistics from last night's win over Hillcrest Lutheran Academy. The Cowgirls on the second half of a back-to-back, as they just were outstanding in the last game. By the way, you're going to love this rebound stat on Jonica Bernardi. She was a rebound shy of a double-double. She had 9 points and 10 rebounds. 19 rebounds over the last 2 games. And I was saying that I was kind of surprised her season average was so high. but it shows what I know because she was, really getting on the glass all year. But they were shorthanded in the front court without Mariah Coltis in the last go-around, but they will have Mariah Coltis in this contest, so keep that in mind as they'll get a little more depth in the front court this time around, so Bernardes maybe won't have to shoulder so much of the burden on the glass. But we got Parker Yagi with 14 points, 11 of them coming in the first half as she got the Cowgirls off to a fantastic start for the Hillcrest Lutheran Academy matchup, which I don't think I've ever been that loud on a broadcast. Apologies last night if you guys had to deal with that. Ava Jading also had 14 points, 10 of hers coming in the second half. She was just a killer in the second half. Sydney Roberts had 10 of her own in the ballgame. And that 15-0 run to close the first half, I believe it was like a 20-1 or 20-2 run overall. But I had talked with Coach Bogenreef after the game really quick, and I said, I think that's as good as you guys have looked this year, and he agreed. He said, we should be doing that all the time, which any coach would say, obviously. But once again, that 15-0 run to close out the first half against the other top team in Section 6A. It was a battle of the two top teams in the subsections, and Breckenridge took it to them. And then Hillcrest kind of showed some life to start off the second half and cut it down to 10, but then Breckenridge kind of reasserted themselves, and that is why they are 9-0 regular season section record, number 5 in the Minnesota Basketball News rankings, and also number 4 in the Minnesota Scores QRF ranking. So these Cowgirls are not to be trifled with as we are about to wrap up the regular season, and we'll take our first break here on the Red River Grain pregame show. Once again, serving the local farmers since 1986. Set for a 6 o'clock tip-off. We're actually pacing to maybe even be a little earlier, so make sure to let folks know if they're planning on tuning in on B92.7 FM or live streaming on YouTube at KVMW News Live. You are listening to the Red River Grain pregame show. Cowgirls and Cowboys basketball coming your way.
What if you could store heat during off-peak hours when electric prices are lowest and use it when you need it? With a heat storage system, you can. Underfloor systems and other options heat your whole home or individual rooms so you can stay comfortable and save. Plus, they're at least 100% efficient, so no energy or dollars are wasted. With Otter Tail Power Company rebates, now's the time to see how you can store, heat, and save. Go to otpco.com/heat storage to get started.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, providing grain and agronomy services to help maximize your farm's potential. Red River Grain has been serving farmers for years with competitive prices and high-quality service. Speak to Brad, Carson, or Tammy for all of your grain and agronomy needs. Red River Grain, East Breckenridge, 643-3738. That's 643-3738, or you can find them online at redrivergrain.com.
Save big this month with Smith Motors in Wapaton. $30 in rebates on the purchase of 3 AC Delco wiper blades. $20 in rebates on the purchase and installation of select AC Delco Gold batteries. And $15 in rebates on the purchase and installation of 1 AC Delco cabin air filter and 1 engine air filter. Gear up for winter with these exclusive offers. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors, your certified Chevy and GMC dealership in Wapaton. Online at smithmotors.com.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains number one today.
There's a lot of talk about assisted living facilities in the area, but at Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge, the story really is different. Let me tell you about it. The story at Twin Town Villa is caring eyes looking after the people you love. It's a collection of ears listening to what their residents need. It's the gentle, compassionate action that takes care of those needs. It's real connection that assures you that your family members are never alone. That's just part of the story. Take a tour and see for yourself. Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge.
And welcome back to the Red River Grain pregame show, serving local farmers since 1986. And it is time for your injury report, brought to you by CHI St. Francis. And for the Breckenridge Cowgirls, I failed you guys on the injury report yesterday because Mariah Coltis was out, and I was not told. Usually, it's usually one of those things where they let me know if anything's different, and I didn't think anything was different. That's what I was told, at least, so I just kind of rolled with it. But Mariah Coltis missed last game. She will be back in action for today's game, so I just want to make sure to keep you guys in the loop on that. Emily Gowan, of course, will be listed on the injury report, as she will be for the entirety of the season. Looking forward to getting her back for her senior year next year, though, obviously. So always got to shout out Emily and wish her luck with her rehab process. And then a ton of girls out for Staples-Motley who have been pretty banged up this year. Let's run through it right now. Chloe Larson. And these, I'm not going to give you numbers because they gave me a roster that they said, sorry, we got new jerseys halfway through the year, so these numbers aren't accurate. So we're kind of going with the flow as the game goes on. But I'll tell you the players who are not going to be playing in this ball game. Chloe Larson is out for the Cardinals, as is Ellen Lange, who is a senior captain on this squad. So definitely a big loss there. Also missing Pamela Lawrence. So 3 separate girls out with injuries for Staples-Motley. And obviously, once again, it's been an uphill battle for them this season as the Breckenridge Cowgirls, I think if you guys remember, jumped out to like a 20-0 or 24-0 lead last time these two teams squared off. And it was Breckenridge really showing what they were capable of in the full court press for sure, as they were rarely letting the Cardinals even get past half court, which was just unfair. So 20-5 on the year once again. Breckenridge is coming to this one, as opposed to Staples-Motley, who entered this game one of the lower teams in the conference. 3 victories on the year, 3-22 is their record. Those wins coming over Browerville, Eagle Valley in the season opener. And then after a long streak, they bested Verndale on January 16th, and then their most recent win was over Long Prairie Gray Eagle by a score of 57-52 on February 18th. So just a few days ago, they've had a busy stretch. They had a game that they won 3 days ago, and then they actually played last night just like the Cowgirls did, and gave Aitken, my apologies, Aitken a run for their money. Lost 77-73. So one of their better scoring games of the year. That might actually be their highest scoring game of the season, judging by them running through their calendar. And they scored 72 in their opener that they won. So 72 is the most they've scored in a game, as opposed to, with the exception of last night where they put up 73 points. So catching them at their, potentially their hottest they've been all year, that's what the evidence tells me, at least. We'll see what the Breckenridge defense can do about it. And once again, that is a quick dive into the Staples-Motley schedule. We'll loop back into our regular pregame segments as we wrapped up the injury report. Once again, brought to you by CHI St. Francis. Now for your keys to the game, brought to you by Smith Motors in Wahpeton. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors in Wahpeton. And for the Cowgirls, you know what? I'm going to say I would like to see them improve on the offensive glass. If there's going to be one thing that I'm going to kind of nitpick from last night. Because last night, once again, that was the best we've seen the Cowgirls play, in my opinion, on the season. So I think that the only thing that they were kind of giving up a lot on was the offensive rebounds, even though Hillcrest was having a hard time finishing on those. And once again, the absence of Mariah Coltis maybe was a factor in that. So I want to see the Cowgirls give up as few offensive rebounds as possible in this ball game to see if they can kind of put the finishing touches on what their potential is before they start up the postseason. You got to get something out of these kind of games. Once again, a 20-win team versus a 3-win team. So odds kind of stacked up against the Cardinals. And then we'll jump into the keys to the game for the boys when we loop back. But we got a quick break here, and then we'll come back with your starting lineups, brought to you by Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley. You're listening to Breckenridge Basketball on B92.7 FM and the Red River Grain pregame show.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wapaton, representing auto owners insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wapaton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
And welcome back to the Red River Grain pregame show, serving local farmers since 1986. And it's time for your starting lineups, brought to you by Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, providing superior quality products and services while generating a positive return for their patrons. And the Staples-Motley Cardinals go like this. Once again, I actually made sure to track down the right numbers for these ones. Clara Morose, she wears number 0 on this squad. She's a freshman forward. Number 4, Hannah Cole. She's a sophomore forward. Number 5, Livy Lorber. Senior captain on this squad is a forward wearing number 25, or wearing number 5. Got her new number on here. Miranda Schatzko, another senior captain on this team, and a forward wearing number 13. And then Jocelyn, or my apologies. I got to make sure I got them all. Clara Morose, Sophia Luna. If I didn't mention her, she wears number 11, freshman guard. Miranda Schatzko, Livy Lorber, and my apologies, folks. I love that they just changed the numbers mid-season. It's making these a little difficult to decipher, but I got them all. Clara Morose, Hannah Cole, Sophia Luna, Miranda Schatzko, and Livy Lorber. We'll tell you the names, or we'll tell you the numbers as we go on once again. And then the Breckenridge Cowgirls, you know their drill by now. Come on, folks. Sydney Roberts, a senior starter, wearing number 0. She is a 5'5 senior. Erin Blofus, the other senior starter, rocking number 24. She's a 5'10 senior. Jonica Bernadez, coming off a strong performance last night. The junior wears number 2. It's listed at 5'7". And then Parker Yagi also listed at 5'7", a junior as well, wearing number 3. And then Piper Janing. Forgot to commend her for her fantastic defensive play last night. She wears number 10, is a 5'9 sophomore, and was rangy last night. Was getting all over the place, swiping steals like crazy, getting rebounds, blocking some shots too. If it was a positive on the defensive end, you can guarantee she was doing it, getting deflections, causing fits in the press. I just thought she had a fantastic defensive showing last night. But we'll see what she's got in store for us tonight, along with the rest of the Cowgirls as well. Doing the quick read of the sportsmanship code. You know, we're going to start calling it the Turner Blofus sportsmanship code because they just know I love it so much. So, and I love sportsmanship. You know, commend all of you for also loving it that much. But we'll take a quick break here for the national anthem, and then we'll come back with your opening tip, brought to you by North Dakota State College of Science. You are listening to the Red River Grain pregame show on B92.7 FM and live streaming on YouTube at KBMW News Live. Breckenridge doubleheader at Staples-Motley coming your way.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
What can you do in 30 seconds? Warm up your coffee, tie your shoes, Google, should I get screened for lung cancer? Then actually get screened for lung cancer. If you're a current or former smoker, talk with an Essentia Health provider about your eligibility for a low-dose CT screening, because early-stage lung cancer often has no signs or symptoms. Screening can mean an increased chance of successful treatment. Learn more at essentiahealth.org.
Protect your equipment and get rewarded by purchasing premium Cenex lubricants with Cenex gift cards for gallons. You can earn a $50 Visa gift card for every 100 gallons of Cenex diesel engine oils, tractor hydraulic fluids, gear lubes, and greases purchased between now and through February 29th of 2024. Contact Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley for qualifying Cenex products and promotion details. Some exclusions apply, and don't forget to ask about the best warranty in the industry, the Cenex Total Protection Plan. Proven durability, powered locally.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wapaton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They've put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wahpeton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
Welcome back to Staples-Motley High School, as we're about to get it bumping in here if you haven't noticed. Get a glimpse of it on our video stream. They got quite the opening package here. It's like a college environment. They did a good job kind of hyping this up. We'll run through the starters for you once again. Staples-Motley will be rolling out number 0, Clara Morose. Number 4, Hannah Cole. Number 5, Livy Lorber. Number 11, Sophia Luna. And number 13, Miranda Schatzko. Pair of senior captains in that starting lineup, including Lorber and Schatzko. Ellen Lange, one of the other senior captains, will not be playing in this ballgame, out with an injury. 3 girls out with injuries, as we mentioned in our CHI St. Francis injury report. And then the Breckenridge Cowgirls starters. Rolling out the usual starting 5 of number 0, Sydney Roberts, 5'5" senior. Jonica Bernades, the 5'7" junior, wearing number 2. Parker Yagi, the other 5'7" junior, wearing number 3. Piper Janing, number 10, listed at 5'9", is a sophomore. And then Erin Blofis, the 5'10" senior, wearing number 24. And I will once again say, I'm pretty sure Erin's lying about her height on there. So I know she's taller than me, and I'm taller than 5'10", so come on now. And other girls we can expect to see off the bench now for the Cowgirls. We also got Ava Janing, as I've been saying all year, the certified 6th woman. She's fantastic off the bench, a fantastic scoring punch for sure, and also brings an edge and toughness when she comes into the ball game that you don't usually see from 8th graders. So she's fantastic to watch. Mariah Coltis, very lanky sophomore on this squad who just disrupts everything. And then we got Anna Spear as well, 3-and-D specialist, Anna Spear. Especially that 3, always bringing it with the stroke. And getting ready to jump it up, Erin Blofis. And Blofis tips it forward to Sydney Roberts. Roberts off and running. Pulled up like she was going to be pulling a midi, and then kicked it back out. And nothing but net on the triple for Piper Janing. Piper Janing getting the scoring going. Once again, the Cowgirls got off to about a 24-0 lead to start off the last go-around with this squad. Baseline drive, and then kicked out, stolen away by Piper Janing. She had a lot of those last night. Off and running, feeds it up to Jonica Bernades, who's going with the right-handed finish, and drops it in for 2. It's like that, Cowgirls up 5-0. Staples-Motley feeds it down the other end and working off the left side. Mid-range jumper is off the mark, rebounded by Parker Yagi. Yagi. Good to go past the defender, drops it off to Sydney Roberts instead. Roberts swings over to the right wing to Piper Janing. Janing up to Jonica Bernades. Nobody goes out on her. She misses the top of the key 3. Rebounded by Sydney Roberts, and she lays it in for 2. Sydney Roberts with a putback. We are off to a 7-0 start, and we're only a minute 8 into this game. And then right after that, Erin Blofis gets a steal against the Cardinals. And kicked out to Sydney Roberts on the right side, off the mark, rebounded by Piper Janing. She kicks it out to Jonica Bernades. Bernades has it on the left wing. Dribbles over to near the top of the key. Nobody comes out on her. Once again, she's going to try to make him pay, and she does. Jonica Bernades knocks down the triple. We got a 10-0 lead. And we're 100 seconds into this game. And Parker Yagi is going to add to it with a transition layup potentially. Instead, she gets blocked from behind after the steal. I think Staples only has one shot and at least 3 turnovers off the bat. Cowgirls off to a 10-0 start. Jonica Bernada is inbounding under the basket. Gets it into Erin Blofus. She won't try the 3. Instead, she'll swing it over to Bernades. She gets off the ball, gets it over to Piper Janing. Parker Yagi left wide open on the right wing. Off the mark. Rebounded by Livy Lorber. Lorber going to push tempo herself. Feeds it over to the left wing. Nice little attack to the middle of the lane. Off the mark. Rebounded by Jonica Bernades. 19 boards over the last 2 games once again for Jonica Bernades. Bernades with a nice little jump stop and then step through for 2. Bernades has a quick 7 out of her team's 12, and we got an early timeout with 15:48 left to go in this opening half. Breckenridge Cowgirls coming out and punching the Cardinals in the mouth with a 12-0 lead. This timeout brought to you by Heitkamp Construction. You are listening to Cowgirl Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Sports Network.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge Pride, inspiring to excel.
My name is Christy Baumhart. I am proud to be a part of the school district with dedicated staff, including administration, teachers, paraprofessionals, cooks, and custodians who are kind, caring, compassionate, and committed to the students in our district. They support, respect, and help one another succeed. One thing I am really excited about is the technology available to our students as it enhances their learning experience in the classroom. Not only as an employee, but also as a parent, I know the benefits of having both my children in the Breckenridge School District. Breckenridge Pride. We inspire to excel.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge Pride, inspiring to excel.
B92.7 is KBMW Breckenridge Wahpeton. All the hits from 2KM today.
And welcome back. Breckenridge Cowgirls basketball on the airwaves. They are up 12-0. We're just a little over 2 minutes into this ball game. A long shot from Staples is off the mark, rebounded by Parker Yagi. Yagi feeding it up to Jonica Bernades. Thought about the 3, and instead she'll go with a floater. Nobody comes out on her, but she ends up missing it. Erin Blofus with the rebound and then gets tied up for a jump ball. Possession arrow goes to the Cardinals. First rebound of the game for Blofus. Staples-Motley trying to break the full court press with Piper Janing at the top of it. And, ooh, nice Euro step to get to the rack for 2. First points of the game come with some style for Clara Morose. After the 12-0 run by the Cowgirls to start it off. Got a 12-2 score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Piper Janing misses the left-handed layup. Sydney Roberts follows it. Her second putback of the game. Makes it gets it back to a 12-point lead. And Staples-Motley comes back. They have an open layup, but off the mark, Parker Yagi squeezes the board. Set to Piper Janing. Janing with a beautiful feed over to Jonica Bernades. That is the... You guys remember doing the weave in practice? Where you're working on having the advantage with numbers? That is textbook. And then they get a turnover in the full court. Sydney Roberts misses the layup off the Piper Janing steal. Out of bounds off the Cowgirls. And my apologies. Just hit me. I did not have our scoreboard camera on here. Scoreboard camera brought to you by Carlson Family Insurance. My apologies, folks. I even made sure to cut off the scoreboard on our other camera because I knew we'd have that, so apologies. 16-2 lead for the Cowgirls on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, and kind of been what everybody's expected coming into this ball game after the previous meeting. And after the shot inside, Ava Janing, who just recently checked in the game, gets the first rebound for her. Piper Janing over to Erin Blofus. Blofus swings it to Ava Janing. Ava Janing over to Sydney Roberts on the right wing. She gets a ball screen from Erin Blofus. Roberts skip pass over to Piper Janing. She feeds it down to a cutting Parker Yagi. She goes to the reverse layup and off the mark. Rebounded by the Cardinals. 14 minutes left to go in this opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 16-2. Breckenridge leads, and Piper Janing add another steal on the ledger. She's off and running for 2 and drops it in. Piper Janing with 5 early points. We've got an 18-2 lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge Cowgirls dominating both ends. And they force a miss down low. And it gets dropped into the middle of the lane to Miranda Schatzko, but she will not put up the shot. Anna Spear in for her first action along with Mariah Coltis. Once again was absent in last night's game. Get it inbounded. And the air ball goes out of bounds. And you know what, folks? I think just to maybe fix up the angle a little bit, I think what we're going to do is move the scoreboard over to the other side where it's not really going to be in the way. That sounds like a good plan, folks, as Breckenridge Cowgirls gets a lane with Parker Yagi, laying it in for 2. Parker Yagi having a fantastic start to the ball game. (20-2) after the Yagi layup. Not really scoring, I guess I should say, is where the fantastic start is coming for Parker Yagi. She's doing a lot of other great things, though. Forcing some turnovers and getting on the glass and being part of a good defensive unit for sure. They play discipline, the Cowgirls do, as this 3 is off the mark, and there's that offensive rebound I was complaining about in the pregame show, and it turns into 2 points for Clara Morose. Her second bucket of the game. After the 20-2 run. And Breckenridge breaks the press with ease. They get over to Jonica Bernadez, and you will not find a smoother stroke. Bernadez knocks down the triple. 23-4 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And Bernadez already got 12 points. And Morose ends up missing the layup this time, rebounded by Mariah Coltis. Coltis dishes up to Bernadez. Bernadez over to Ava Janing. Thought about the triple. Instead, she'll dribble kick, but not in sync with Sydney Roberts, who's actually cutting, so goes out of bounds. 23-4 once again. Your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge coming out and setting the tone in this ball game. Staples-Motley. Sophia Luna bringing it up. Luna swings it in the left corner. Dribble drive baseline for Lorber. And they rotate it around for a triple. And it was, my apologies, once again. They changed numbers up, so got to track that down. That was Jocelyn Link with the triple. Jonica Bernadez dribbling around the perimeter. It's over to Ava Janing. Ava Janing drives the left side, looking for Piper Janing on the perimeter, and Luna steals it away. She's off and running. And Luna will draw the foul in transition. 23-7 Cowgirl lead. 11:34 left to go in this opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Luna. 11:34 left to go in this opening half. Looking to get in the scoring column, and she does. Knocks down the free throw. All of a sudden, they've cut the lead to 15. Staples-Motley once again coming off their highest scoring game of the season with 73 points last night. Luna misses the second one, rebounded by Ava Janing. Janing gets it over to Bernadez on the right wing with a quick dozen points already to start this game. Ends up picking up her dribble, but draws the foul. That foul was on, I believe he said Loberg. And Breckenridge ends up turning it over. Sophia Luna skips it over to left wing. To Lorber, that's what it was, my apologies. Livy Lorber. As Staples-Motley nearly turns it over once again. Jonica Bernadez just getting all over the passing lanes. Luna, dribble kick out of the right corner. Some nice action, and the three is off the mark, but Bernadez tracks it down. Almost steps out of bounds, and I thought they were going to say she did, but actually it's a timeout. Taken by head coach Tony Bogenreef. We'll take a quick timeout with them. Cowgirls up 23-8 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. You are listening to Breckenridge Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Sports Network, the first game of 2 in this doubleheader.
North Dakota State College of Science is powered by the strong local connections we have with employers, business partners, program advisors, and local business leaders. We're proud to call Wahpeton home. Find out more about how you or your business can support NDSCS by visiting ndscs.edu. That's ndscs.edu.
After that High Camp Construction timeout, we are back. Breckenridge Cowgirls up 23-8 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Parker Yagi will inbound it to Jonica Bernades. He's off to a hot start with 12 points. The rest of her squad has 11. Anna Spear swings it over to Bernades. She goes inside to Erin Blofis. They like to get her as many post touches as she can, and Blofis likes to feed out of the post. Dropped it off to Bernades, but Staples played it well. Bernades trying to send her defender flying. Kicks it out to Erin Blofis for an open look at a 3 off the mark. Rebounded by Parker Yagi. Ava Janning kept it alive with a tip, by the way. Yagi skips it to Bernades. Bernades with a jab step into the left wing. Skipped over to Erin Blofis, who feeds it into Jonica Bernades with another bucket. They've been sharing the ball so well. 25-8 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Now another turnover in the full court. Leads to a Parker Yagi look for 3, but off the mark. And then a batted out of bounds, so Staples ball it remains with 10:01 left to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And, oh boy, thought that was going to be a travel there near half court, but evidently not. And then it ends up being a turnover anyways because it got thrown out of bounds. Right to assistant coach Timmy Janning. $9:51 left to go in this opening half. Parker Yagi crosses the timeline, swings it over to Sydney Roberts on the left wing. Or to Jonica Bernades, swung to the right wing to Yagi. Yagi looking for Anna Spear, who's going to line up a 3 right away, off the mark. Can almost guarantee she's going to pull the trigger on her first good look, and this time it does not fall. 9:30 left to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. After Breckenridge started this game with a 20-2 run. Anna Spear with the hustle, but I was going to say, it sure looks like she stepped out of bounds, and she did. So turnover on Staples-Motley. Miranda's shots go. One turn it over this time around. Jonica Bernades looks over to the coaching staff for a play. And diving into it. Swings over to the right wing to Sydney Roberts. Roberts looking to attack. And hits that nice Euro step, but misses the layup. Rebounded by the Cardinals. Cardinals drop it over to the right wing. Parker Yagi is going to get tagged with the foul. Just getting a little too physical on defense. 25-8. Breckenridge off to a strong start here. Trying to lock up the conference title. Once again, we mentioned their victory over Park Rapids was worth 2 wins. Oh, that's over and back, but Sydney Roberts is on top of it, but the officials are not. And Parker Yagi is going to come away with the steal. Yagi has a 2-on-1, decides to fake the pass and then go up the right. Yagi with the transition bucket. Got a 27-8 score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And Staples-Motley ends up mishandling it, but goes out of bounds off the Cowgirls. 8:33 left to go in this opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And Parker Yagi doing a good job contesting the pass. And this time she'll actually swipe it away. She has room to operate on the left side. She picks up her dribble at the left block, kicks out to Jonica Bernades. Nobody's going to come out on her. Not a great idea, but she misses the shot. And Sydney Roberts gets the offensive rebound out to Parker Yagi. Piper Janing with baseline floater off the mark. Tries getting her own board, but Was not meant to be. 27-8 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Just under 8 minutes left to play. Cowgirls in their regular season finale, as they are the top team in the South subsection, and showed it last night with a win over the top team in the North subsection, as we got a nice little bucket there from Hannah Cole to try to stop the bleeding. Cuts it down to 17. 27-10, 7.5 left to go in this opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Parker Yagi fires the three. Oh, only hits backboard on that one, so that's one she's going to forget about pretty quick. You got to have a short memory when you're a good shooter, obviously. Hillcrest, got my red teams mixed up. Almost called them Hillcrest after last night. And the three-pointer is up from Staples, off the mark. Erin Blofis tried to get the rebound, but wasn't able to squeeze it. But Jonica Bernardes will swipe a steal instead and then have it stolen from her. Staples-Motley, little jab, step, and go on the left side, and the layup is good. 6 points for Clara Morose. (27-12). Erin Blofis trying to go to work in the block, ends up getting fouled down low. 4 straight points here from the Cardinals. And Breckenridge, after getting fouled, will inbound it to Parker Yagi on the right corner. She gets it to Ava Janing. Ava to Piper Janing. Little pump fake and go. Parker Yagi fakes the drive, swings it to Mariah Coltis, who swings it over to Sydney Roberts. A very hard screen from Coltis, and some fantastic ball movement sets up a good look for Piper Janing for three. And Sydney Roberts keeping that one alive, going for it to try to get the offensive rebound, and forced Sophia Luna to also go after it, and it got knocked out of bounds. Credit to her hustle. 6:22 left to go this opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, and Mariah Coltis knocks down the elbow jumper off the inbound play. Love that when they're drawing up plays for her. 29-12 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Games like that, you got to try to get everybody some touches, get it some offensive confidence before we go into the postseason here. So we got a deep shot from Morose, but we got an over-the-back foul. Parker Yagi was trying to pull down the rebound. (29-12). Just under 6 minutes left to play in this opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Ava Janing ends up having it stripped from Luna. She's got some pretty quick hands, but tracked down by Piper Janing before it could be a steal. Piper Janing gets it to Ava Janing. Ava Janing swings over to the right side to Sydney Roberts. Roberts gets a ball screen from Mariah Coltis. Swings it to the left corner to Parker Yagi. Yagi skip past Piper Janing. She's got 10 seconds to work with on the shot clock. She tries a dribble kick, but instead will turn it over. Parker Yagi trying to get a jump ball in the full court. And the Cardinals are off and running. They get it to Luna on the left side of the floor. Now a little baseline drive and a foul. Hannah Cole is heading to the stripe for a pair of free throws. And that is the third foul on Janing. So we'll expect her to get a breather here. Anna Spear and Jonica Bernardes coming in the game. Hannah Cole knocks down the first one. 29-13 advantage for the Cowgirls on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Next free throw is up, rattles out, and rebounded by Bernardes. She would not be denied. And we got a foul down low. And I got to double check the number on that. It's on Hannah Cole. Sydney Roberts off the pick, pulls up for the jumper, off the mark, rebounded by Ava Janing. Ava Janing misses the shot but gets her own rebound. And then she'll look to lay it up once again when she realized she had a rare size advantage. She doesn't get a whole lot of those, so she might have been surprised when she saw Sophia Luna come over. She's like, wait a minute. I can back you down. So a 31-13 advantage on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Ava Janing gets it to Mariah Coltis. Coltis tries going to Jonica Bernardes, forced that pass a little bit. The result is a turnover. 31-13 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, and Sophia Luna with a nice pull-up. Luna's got 3 points in this game. That's her first field goal. And Breckenridge off a nice give tonight. And Staples-Motley coming back with another bucket, leading to a Cowgirl timeout. With 4 minutes left to go in this opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, we got a 33-17 score. You are listening to Breckenridge basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Sports Network.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Eggeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
What if you could store heat during off-peak hours when electric prices are lowest and use it when you need it? With a heat storage system, you can. Underfloor systems and other options heat your whole home or individual rooms so you can stay comfortable and save. Plus, they're at least 100% efficient, so no energy or dollars are wasted. With Otter Tail Power Company rebates, now's the time to see how you can store, heat, and save. Go to otpco.com/heat storage to get started.
And welcome back after that High Camp Construction timeout. We got a 33-17 score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Ava Janing swings it to Jonica Bernardes, who swings it over to Sydney Roberts on the left side. Roberts tries shaking her defender. Instead, she'll just kick it out to Ava Janing. A little dribble kick to Sydney Roberts. Sydney Roberts now gets it back. It's hard to keep up with the ball movement, how quick they get off the ball as Sydney Roberts drives inside, and a little bit of contact there, no foul. She'll end up just kicking it out. Swung over to the left corner. Jonica Bernardes pulls the trigger on a three, and she is red hot this half. Third triple. And she's also got 17 points. She has just as many points as the Cardinals. 36-17 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Mariah Coltis trying to guard down low, forces the miss, and gets the board. They feed it up to Bernardes, who is going to end up missing the layup. That's one she's going to want back. Might have been cherry picking a little bit on that one. Just under 3 minutes left to play. 19-point lead for the Cowgirls, but that's not a bad idea with how they've been forcing turnovers. Pull-up jumper from the elbow. Drops in. Livy Lorber into the scoring column. 36-19, and Bernardes beats him down the floor for another layup. Just casually on pace for a 40-piece. She's got 19 with 2.5 minutes left in the opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And collision by a pair of teammates. Jonica Bernardes gets the ball back. See if we're going to see a heat check from her. Instead, she'll swing it to Anna Spear, who's wide open for a triple. Ends up missing it. Rebounded by the Cardinals. Staples try throwing it in the lane and end up getting a layup for Morose. She's got 8 points this half. Cowgirls up 38-21 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Anna Spear got a nice pick, but decided not to put it up. Jonica Bernardes, she is unconscious from deep. Fourth triple of the half and 22 points. Now more points than the Cardinals as a team. She's got 22 of her team's 41. Locked in and knocking down everything. By the way, she's grabbing rebounds too, and she's off and running. Jonica Bernardes beating the defense down the floor for a right-handed layup. She'll draw the foul. Pair of free throws coming for the junior standout. My apologies, we don't got the best camera angle for all this, because I know this would be really fun to go back and watch these highlights, but we're just gonna have to see it from the distant view, but maybe we can crop it into it or something like that. Zoom in and enhance. And first free throw is off the mark for Jonica Bernades. See if she's gonna turn around and yell at me to shut up during the free throw. We shall see. 1:31 left to go this opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Bernades puts up the free throw. Did you guys hear I obliged there? She knocks down the free throw. 1 for 2 trip. And she's up to 23 points. And Parker Yagi tips it, but tracked down by the Cardinals, who are going to have to burn a timeout. This timeout, once again, brought to you by High Camp Construction. Once you build with them, you won't build any other way. Cowgirls doubling up on the Cardinals with a 42-21 score. You are listening to Breck Basketball on B92.7 FM.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
After that High Camp Construction timeout, we are back. The Breckenridge Cowgirls off to a 42-21 start, and would you look at that, Jonica Bernades has 23 points before halftime, and we're still going. As Staples-Motley ends up throwing it into the scorers table. Definitely double-digit turnovers thus far here. I'm not keeping track, but I'd wager quite a bit. As Bernades looking to get it back to Ava Janing. Said, I want to do some damage off ball here. Instead, they go with a nice little slip to Parker Yagi. Her shot is off the mark, and then out of bounds. They're going to say off Breckenridge, though. 1:09 left to go in this opening half as the Cowgirls off to a commanding 42-21 start. Been a little more evenly matched after the Cowgirls got off to a 20-2 start to the ballgame. Since then, the teams have kind of traded buckets as Anna Spear almost forced the turnover. Did a good job of getting a hand on the pass in the passing lane. Luna picks up her dribble and throws a lofted pass across the lane, and Ava Janing, right on cue, swipes it and lays it in for 2. Her second bucket, she's got 4, 44-21 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, and Staples-Motley ends up turning it over once again. Erin Bloff has tipped it, but Ava Janing got on the floor for the steal. Got tied up for a jump ball, and it's going Breckenridge's way. They could hold for one if they want. Almost exactly 35 seconds left, which is what the shot clock is. 34.9 if we're being specific. Cowgirls have Ava Janing bring it up. I know who I would want shooting this last one. They get over to Parker Yagi. They wheel it around to Jonica Bernades. She pass fakes and then goes back to the right. They go inside to Parker Yagi, kicks it out to Anna Spear. They swing it around the horn to the left wing. 15 seconds left. We'll see what Bernades does with it. She's been locked in scoring mode. 10 seconds left to go. Likely going to try to attack the mismatch. Hits that crossover and then drops it out to Parker Yagi, who misses the 3. And out of bounds. And they're just going to call it first half. 44-21 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Jonica Bernades, not too shabby of a first half with 23 points. You are listening to Breckenridge Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the i3G Sports Network.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, providing grain and agronomy services to help maximize your farm's potential. Red River Grain has been serving farmers for years with competitive prices and high-quality service. Speak to Brad, Carson, or Tammy for all of your grain and agronomy needs. Red River Grain, East Breckenridge, 643-3738. That's 643-3738, or you can find them online at redrivergrain.com.
Save big this month with Smith Motors in Wapaton. $30 in rebates on the purchase of 3 AC Delco wiper blades. $20 in rebates on the purchase and installation of select AC Delco gold batteries. And $15 in rebates on the purchase and installation of 1 AC Delco cabin air filter and 1 engine air filter. Gear up for winter with these exclusive offers. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors, your certified Chevy and GMC dealership in Wapaton. Online at smithmotors.com.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains #1 today.
You know, there's a lot of talk about assisted living facilities in the area, but at Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge, the story really is different. Let me tell you about it. The story at Twin Town Villa is caring eyes looking after the people you love. It's a collection of ears listening to what their residents need. It's the gentle, compassionate action that takes care of those needs. It's real connection that assures you that your family members are never alone. That's just part of the story. Take a tour and see for yourself. Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge.
Welcome to the Minn Kota Ag Products Halftime Show, your #1 grain marketing and production agriculture supply company. Turner Bloffice to run through your State Farm stat report as the Cowgirls out to a commanding 44-21 lead here at halftime. We'll run through the scoring for you with Clara Morose leading the way for Staples-Motley with 8 points. Then they got 3 apiece from 3 different players. Hannah Cole had 3 along with Sophie and Luna. And then the only player to hit from deep, by my count, for Staples-Motley thus far in the game was Jocelyn Lank. And then 2 points for Miranda Schatzko and 2 points for Livy Lorber as well. So 6 girls getting in the scoring column. And Breckenridge had 7 girls in the scoring column. And you know what? For dramatic effect, we're going to work our way up. We got 2 points apiece from Mariah Coltis and Anna Spear. 4 points for Ava Janing. 4 points for Sydney Roberts. 4 for Parker Yagi as well. Parker Yagi, by the way, had 4 rebounds. Piper Janing had 5 points, and then leading the way with a dominant first half, actually outscored the Cardinals as a team. Keep in mind, the Cardinals have 21 points as a team. Jonica Bernardes has 23 herself. She has knocked down 4 triples and also has buried 5 shots inside the arc. There's my math. And then also a free throw in this ball game as well. So, yeah, that all adds up. 23 points. Once again, outscoring another team single-handedly. That's outstanding. So off to a great start of the ball game. We'll see if this is going to end up being a career night for Jonica Bernardes as they lead once again 44-21 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. We'll take a very quick break here and come back and run through maybe some keys for the second half, even though I don't really know what I'm going to say the Cowgirls got to really work on at this point. But you know what? We're going to maybe hit on a couple things as well. You're listening to the Minn Kota Ag Products Halftime Show, your #1 grain marketing and production agriculture supply company. Breckenridge Cowgirls playing right now. Breckenridge Cowboys have game 2 of this doubleheader at Staples-Motley High School.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge Pride, inspiring to excel.
My name is Christy Baumhart. I am proud to be a part of the school district with dedicated staff, including administration, teachers, paraprofessionals, cooks, and custodians who are kind, caring, compassionate, and committed to the students in our district. They support, respect, and help one another succeed. One thing I am really excited about is the technology available to our students as it enhances their learning experience in the classroom. Not only as an employee, but also as a parent, I know the benefits of having both my children in the Breckenridge School District. Breckenridge Pride. We inspire to excel.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge Pride, inspiring to excel.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wapaton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wapaton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
What can you do in 30 seconds? Warm up your coffee, tie your shoes, Google, should I get screened for lung cancer? Then actually get screened for lung cancer. If you're a current or former smoker, talk with an Essentia Health provider about your eligibility for a low-dose CT screening, because early-stage lung cancer often has no signs or symptoms. Screening can mean an increased chance of successful treatment. Learn more at essentiahealth.org.
Protect your equipment and get rewarded by purchasing premium Cenex lubricants with Cenex gift cards for gallons. You can earn a $50 Visa gift card for every 100 gallons of Cenex diesel engine oils, tractor hydraulic fluids, gear lubes, and greases purchased between now and through February 29th of 2024. Contact Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley for qualifying Cenex products and promotion details. Some exclusions apply. Don't forget to ask about the best warranty in the industry, the Cenex Total Protection Plan. Proven durability, powered locally.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heidkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heidkamp Construction in Wapaton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
And welcome back to the Minn Kota Ag Products Halftime Show. You're probably wondering, what notes would you have after a first half like that? They're literally up 23, Turner. What more do you want? Let me think. Trying to think of something that would be kind of beneficial heading into the postseason. Maybe I'm going to say let's not only are we going to go with getting some paint touches, because I think they have been making that more of an emphasis of getting some paint touches down low. I want it to be a paint touch, and also looking to score down there, bullying the defenders, backing them down, freeing themselves up. And I want to see Aaron Blofis and Mariah Coltis get a lot of touches down low, see if they can get them some easy looks, or maybe get them some confidence being able to get to the foul line. Either works. I'd be happy with either result. So I'm going to say more paint touches would be the only thing I'm going to say I would like for the second half. So that's my key to the second half, brought to you by Smith Motors in Wapton. Small town friendly, big town deals. We'll take a very quick break here to wrap up the Minn Kota Ag Products Halftime Show. Come back with your second half as the Cowgirls lead here at Staples-Motley, 44-21 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard.
Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They've put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
Minn Kota Ag Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wapton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
Welcome back as we wrap up the Minn Kota Ag Products halftime show. Once again, your #1 grain marketing and production agriculture supply company. Staples-Motley will start off with the ball. And they don't have it for very long. Piper Jennings swipes it away, is off and running, drops it off to Sydney Roberts, who cuts to the right block and has her shot blocked. 17:48 left to go in this ball game on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Very close to whipping out a Fetty Wap voice there. 17:48 though. Had to make sure to correct myself there for all the Fetty fans out there. Shot is off the mark for Sydney Roberts. That was an unexpected reference throw in here. We had a 44-21 ball game heading into the half. 1-for-2 trip by Sydney Roberts, who now has 5 points. Bring it up is Sophia Luna, who has it stolen away by Parker Yagi. She feeds it up to Piper Janney, who's running out in transition for a right-handed layup and drops it in. Very similar to how the first half started. Cowgirls coming out and just forcing a flurry of turnovers. And Sydney Roberts is going to jump in the party with a steal. And she's got a left-handed layup with nobody in the area code, and she drops it in. Cowgirls dialed in the first 6 points. And I know my note was to get more paint touches, but maybe that won't be necessary if they're just out and running in transition nonstop. As Parker Yagi grabs a board, she feeds it up to Sydney Roberts, who is leaking up for a layup. She's got a quick 5 points to start off this half. She's up to 9 on the night, and her squad is up by 30. On your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, a steal from Aaron Blofus. Blofus is just going to have to run the point really quick here. Drops it off to Jonica Bernades, saying, what am I doing here? Parker Yagi rotates it to Piper Janing. Back over to Yagi, who fires it to Jonica Bernades. She delivers it over to Sydney Roberts, standing in front of the opposing bench. They're looking for Aaron Blofus down low. Kicks it out to Sydney Roberts in the corner. Roberts skips it to Piper Janing. They got 9 seconds work with on the shot clock. Sydney Roberts with a nice cut, and she gets another bucket. They're on a 9-0 run. She's got 7 of them to start off this second half. 53-21. We got a timeout taken by Staples-Motley. Head coach Kelsey Terrell, you are listening to Breckenridge basketball on B92.7. Cowgirls up by 32 at Staples-Motley High School.
North Dakota State College of Science is powered by the strong local connections we have with employers, business partners, program advisors, and local business leaders. We're proud to call Wahpeton home. Find out more about how you or your business can support NDSCS by visiting ndscs.edu. That's ndscs.edu.
Score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge Cowgirls off to a dominant start to the second half. Off to a 9-0 run to open up the half. And they already led by 23 at the half. As Piper Janing continues to just give this squad fits. Parker Yagi was looking to benefit with a layup, and instead Sydney Roberts is going to get the rebound and then fouled. I got Sydney Roberts for 4 rebounds, all of them offensive rebounds by my count. A lot of that probably is also she's always guarding on the perimeter, so kind of not a lot of defensive rebound opportunities. Piper Janing kicks it out to Parker Yagi, but also a testament to how hard she hustles on the offensive glass. Jonica Bernades trying to see if she's still hot, and right on cue, Sydney Roberts with her 3rd putback of the night and another offensive rebound. Trying to catch up to Jonica Bernades' first half point total. She had 23 at halftime. Sydney Roberts already has 9 points here in the second half. We got another steal. Piper Janing with the right-handed scoop for 2. She's the only one besides Roberts to score here in the second half with her second transition bucket. Thought Janing was going to get another steal there, but Staples-Motley able to get it into the post area. There's the steal. Piper Janing once again having a dominant night defensively, and she's going to show she can pass too. And she can pass. Sydney Roberts with another layup. She's got 11 points in the second half alone, 15 on the night. Staples-Motley still looking for their first points in the second half. We're 3 minutes in. Piper Janing picks up foul number 4. She's saying that's the drawback of me constantly trying to swipe steals. Sometimes that's going to rack up the foul total as we got 3 subs coming in. Jonica Bernardes, Aaron Blofus, and Piper Janing will get a breather. That leaves Yagi with Sydney Roberts. As Anna Spear, Ava Janing, and Mariah Coltis have all entered the game. Wide open triple off the mark. Rebounded by Sydney Roberts. Feeds it up to Mariah Coltis, and what a pass in transition, and what a finish as well. Mariah Coltis laying it in with the left hand. Pass is tipped by Anna Spear. Swung over to the left wing. Up to near the top of the key, and they end up just throwing it away to Ava Janing. Right away, I was kind of kicking myself for not keeping track of steals, but now I'm kind of glad I didn't because there's no way I would have been able to keep track of all these. Mariah Coltis gets the paint touch, kicks it out to Ava Janing. They felt the gravity and kicked it out, thinking they were going to get an open shot, but off the mark and tipped out of bounds by the Cowgirls. Cowgirls off to a 17-0 run to start off the second half. Anna Spear picking up at the top of the 1-3-1 zone. And a very nice drop-off pass for 2 points for Shotsko. To finally get in the scoring column here for the second half. 61-23 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. $13.48 left to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. As the Cowgirls are taking it to Staples-Motley here at the Nest. Their brand new facility. As Parker Yagi swiped the steal. Fed it up to Sydney Roberts. And Anna Spear now has it in the right corner. Swings it over to Ava Janing. Ava Janing goes corner to corner. Hits it to Sydney Roberts. Roberts' shot is blocked and rebounded by the Cardinals. Morose will bring it, or Livy Lorber will bring it up. Lorber over to the right wing to Clara Morose. Now swung over to the left wing. Cowgirls started the game with a 20-2 run and are currently on a 19-2 run to start the second half. Or 17-2 run, my apologies. 13:03 left to go. Shots go. As the lone 2 points in the second half for Staples, and rattles in the free throw for the third point. And checking into the ball game for Staples-Motley is Addie Potter. Free throw is up from Shotsko off the mark, but Morose with the rebound, and then Sydney Roberts gets a rebound off of the block from Mariah Coltis. Anna Spear is going to put up a mid-range jumper, and that tickles the twine for 2. $63-24 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And Staples knocks down a 2 on the baseline. That was Lank once again. She had a 3 in the first half. And Breckenridge gets 3 points from Parker Yagi. My apologies, I was updating the updating my stat book, my JB stat book, by the way. Make sure to hit up Jason Butts if you want one of your own. 66-26 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. It's helped me keep track of all 40 of these points that the Breckenridge Cowgirls lead by. As Colin Howe gets her first action of the night. 12:07 left to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. A whole new flight of Cowgirls in the game. A whole new party of Cowgirls. What we call a band of Cowgirls. There we go. Swung over to the left wing to Colin Howett. Howett kicks out to Anna Spear. Spear swings it over to Piper Janing. Good job moving the ball. Colin Howett dribbles inside, kicks out to Aaron Blofus. Blofus out to Jonica Bernardes. Blofus is ready to set a ball screen. Instead, they're going to swing it over to Anna Spear on the right side. Blofus dumps it off to Spear. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Piper Janing kicks out to Anna Spear. She gets her feet set for a triple and looked good, but off the mark. Rebounded by Colin Howett. Or she kept it alive. Anna Spear got the rebound, I should say. Colin Howe gets it to Jonica Bernardes on the right side of the floor. She attacks inside, and her layup is off the mark. She has still not scored here in the second half after her 23-point flurry in the first half. 11:14 left to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge up 66-26. Jonica Bernardes swipes the steal. She has Piper Janning running along with her. Beautiful drop off. Janning's going to go right back to her, though. She said, you got to rack up some more points here, girl. Gets it to Jonica Bernardes for the layup. You can tell Bernardes is saying, why didn't you go up for that? She said, hey, you're the one who's got 23 already. We're trying to get that to 30 at least. Swung over to the left wing. They drop it inside, and Aaron Bloffus will come up with a steal after Staples-Motley was able to save it. Fed up to Jonica Bernardes on the left wing. Bernardes to Anna Spear. Spear makes the extra pass to Piper Janning, who knew she was wide open, but ends up sailing the three. She's like, oh boy, I don't know what happened on that one. 10:30 left to go in this ball game on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Timeout taken by Staples-Motley head coach Kelsey Terrell. We'll take one with him. You're listening to Breck Basketball on B92.7 FM. Cowgirls up 68-26.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Egeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
(68-26) on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge Cowgirls firmly in the driver's seat. And after the Staples-Motley timeout, brought to you by Heitkamp Construction once again, we are back in action. Once again, 68-26 your score. Breckenridge hunkering down defensively. They got another new substitution in the game, Sydney Tischer. We had Sydney Roberts dominating in the beginning of the second half, and now Sydney Tischer gets to show her stuff. Play some solid defense there, but tipped out of bounds off the Cowgirls. Inbounding under the basket is Clara Morose, leading scorer in this ball game for Staples. Pass is tipped by Piper Janning. Oh, actually, it was just thrown out of bounds. Piper Janning inbounded Jonica Bernardes. Bernardes will bring it up with 25 points. 23 of them coming before halftime. She curls off the screen and now goes back out to line up an open triple. And nothing but net. Jonica Bernardes with 28 points, outscoring Staples-Motley by herself, as they have 26 on the night thus far. 9:37 left to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And that three rattles out, but offensive rebound and laid in for two by Lorber, my apologies. Actually, I'm not going to take the blame for most of these. I'm going to blame them for switching jerseys so the rosters aren't accurate. So I gotta look at the actual roster and then the roster the names are on. It's just a mess. But free throw coming. I complain too much on these broadcasts, but tipped out of bounds off the Cardinals. 71-28 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. After Lorber missed the free throw. Sydney Roberts back in the ball game. She's got 15 on the night. A little hop step through and then off the mark. They're going to say tipped out of bounds off of Mariah Coltis. Cowgirls up by 43. Running clock is not in effect, for anyone wondering. If I started to wonder about it, I'm sure you guys did as well. And also on the court is Riley Johnson for the Cowgirls. Another player who primarily gets time on the JV, but just to show her stuff at the end of games like this, and gets rebounded at the same time by a Cowgirl and a Cardinal, and jump ball goes to the Cowgirls. So on the floor for Breckenridge, we got Ava Jennings, Sydney Roberts, Anna Spear, Mariah Coltis, and Riley Johnson. Ava Jennings brings it up. They're looking for Johnson. She gets it on the left wing, skips it over to Anna Spear. She decides not to do anything with it, swings it over to the left side. Sydney Roberts attacks the defense, kicks it out to Ava Jennings. Ava Jennings out to Riley Johnson. Johnson makes the extra pass over to Anna Spear. Johnson will put up a triple off the mark. Staples-Motley gets the rebound. Looking to attack Ava Jennings. Instead, they'll kick it out to the left wing. And laid in for two. Jocelyn Lank, once again. She's up to 7 points on the night. 30-71 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And Sydney Roberts comes back with another layup. Her red-hot second half continues. 73-30 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. That layup off the mark. Ryan Coltis couldn't finish the rebound. And instead, there's going to be a foul down low. Let's see if it's on Spear or Coltis. Coltis will pick up the foul. And the running clock is in effect. Excuse me. I think they wait till under 9 minutes. That's my best guess. If anybody's actually on top of that, feel free to send that my way. And Staples-Motley has the inbound stolen away by, Anna Spear almost stole it away, I should say. They were able to get it back somehow. And Hannah Cole drives inside. A little bit of contact there, and she's saying, how am I not getting a foul call here? But they're trying to keep this game moving along. They've kind of been calling that the same way. I'm all about consistency, so. Sydney Tischer back in the ball game. She'll run the point. Sydney wears number 20 on this squad. She's a 5'5" 8th grader in Ava Jennings' class. And Mariah Coltis using that height to shield the ball and then, or keep it away from the defender, and then just towers over her for the layup. Sydney Tischer gets her first rebound of the night. Tischer feeds it up to Anna Spear for an open triple. Spear knocks it down. She's going to be happy to see that one go down. Makes it a 78-30 advantage. Not that she was struggling or anything, but it just seems like, I feel like every game that Anna Spear doesn't hit a three, just something's missing. They try going inside. Swung over to the left side. Mariah Coltis with the block, and then almost got the rebound as well. Some great court IQ there to try to save it, but ended up stepping out of bounds. 78-30 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge playing the first of two games in this doubleheader. Cowboys will follow it up. And that one was Lorber. Lorber with the layup. Anna Spear now has it in the right corner. She's looking to get Riley Johnson an open look at three, and she knocks it down. Riley Johnson knocks down the triple. And we got an 81-32 score out of bounds. What has been a dominant showing from the Cowgirls. On the court for Breckenridge, we got Sydney Tischer, Mariah Coltis, Anna Spear, Riley Johnson, and Colin Howell. As this shot sails and will go out of bounds. 5 minutes left to go in the ball game before we get underway for the boys game. The running clock's going to keep this running along just smoothly. Ava Jennings will bring the ball up. This might be one of the rare doubleheaders that actually kind of stays on time, thanks to the running clock. Mariah Coltis goes inside and puts up a short jumper, but off the mark. And Staples-Motley drives inside, picks up the foul. Livy Lorber has got a pair of free throws coming. Lorber currently sitting on 6 points. Misses the first. She's 0 for 2 at the stripe tonight. This is the 9th free throw for her squad as it is off the mark, and they are 3 for 9. 3:50 left to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Staples-Motley comes up with a steal as Breckenridge is trying to feed up to Riley Johnson. And off the mark, Mariah Coltis add another rebound. They feed it up to Riley Johnson, who just hit a three-pointer last time down, and this time she's going to drop in a floater. Riley Johnson with 5 points here. Excuse me. Pull up mid-range off the mark. Riley Johnson tracks down the board. Trying to do it all. Ava Janing pushing tempo. Cuts through the defense like butter. Gets her own rebound off the miss. Gets to Colin Howard, who's going to kick it out to Riley Johnson, and she is on fire. They're going to give her 3 more. Riley Johnson with a quick 8 points here in the closing minutes. Staples-Motley trying to come back with a quick shot down low, but off the mark. Ava Janing gets a ball screen from Coltis. We'll kick it out to Johnson, see if she can keep the heater going. Off the mark, Coltis gets the rebound and has her shot blocked. We got Coltis for 6 points and 4 rebounds at this point. 86-33. Not a whole lot of rebound opportunities with how many turnovers the Cowgirls have been forcing, so little caveat there. 86-33 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge up big on Staples-Motley to wrap up the regular season for the Cowgirls. Sophia Luna tries to swipe a steal off the inbound. They get over to Sydney Tischer. She feeds it to Mariah Coltis. Gets it out to Riley Johnson. She knows she's ready to pull the trigger. Rebounded by Colin Howell. Hout kicks it out. Unintentional rhyme. Now back to Hout. Drives inside, gets the foul, and she's got a pair of free throws coming her way. Colin Hout looking to get in the scoring column for the night. The running clock continues to chug along. $1:45 left to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. First free throw is off the mark for Hout. And into the ball game for Staples-Motley. Got Jasmine Hove. And 1 for 2 trip for Colin Hout. Excuse me. Luna swings it over to the right side. And Colin Hout poked that one free. Sydney Tischer able to rack up the steal. She gets it over to Anna Spear. 1:08 left to play on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard in the ballgame. Sydney Tischer drops it over to the right wing to Riley Johnson. Feeds it into Colin Howell. Kicks it out to Riley Johnson for another open look at a 3. That would have been her 3rd hit from downtown. Colin Howell tied up for a jump ball off the rebound. We got 45 seconds remaining. Breckenridge looks to pick up their I believe it's their 22nd win of the year, right? Or 21st. As Riley Johnson picks up the rebound and then is able to pass it over to a teammate, which then got tipped out of bounds. So Breckenridge ball. Breckenridge Cowgirls can just dribble it out now. They get over to Mariah Coltis, taking turns to see who wants to take this last shot. 87-33. Obviously, no one needs to take a shot. As the Cowgirls will improve to 21-5 with the victory and wrap up their regular season as the top team in the South subsection. You are listening to Breckenridge Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the i3G Sports Network. Take a break, come back with your Miller Realty postgame show. And after we run through that, we'll be diving into our pregame show for the boys' game. You are listening once again to Breckenridge Basketball on B92.7 FM and live streaming on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the i3G Sports Network.
What if you could store heat during off-peak hours when electric prices are lowest and use it when you need it? With a heat storage system, you can. Underfloor systems and other options heat your whole home or individual rooms so you can stay comfortable and save. Plus, they're at least 100% efficient, so no energy or dollars are wasted. With Otter Tail Power Company rebates, now's the time to see how you can store, heat, and save. Go to otpco.com/heat storage to get started.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, providing grain and agronomy services to help maximize your farm's potential. Red River Grain has been serving farmers for years with competitive prices and high-quality service. Speak to Brad, Carson, or Tammy for all of your grain and agronomy needs. Red River Grain, East Breckenridge, 643-3738. That's 643-3738, or you can find them online at redrivergrain.com.
Save big this month with Smith Motors in Wapaton. $30 in rebates on the purchase of 3 AC Delco wiper blades. $20 in rebates on the purchase and installation of select AC Delco Gold batteries. And $15 in rebates on the purchase and installation of 1 AC Delco cabin air filter and 1 engine air filter. Gear up for winter with these exclusive offers. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors, your certified Chevy and GMC dealership in Wapaton. Online at smithmotors.com.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains #1 today.
You know, there's a lot of talk about assisted living facilities in the area, but at Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge, the story really is different. Let me tell you about it. The story at Twin Town Villa is caring eyes looking after the people you love. It's a collection of ears listening to what their residents need. It's the gentle, compassionate action that takes care of those needs. It's real connection that assures you that your family members are never alone. That's just part of the story. Take a tour and see for yourself. Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge.
And welcome to the Miller Realty Postgame Show on P92.7 FM and live streaming on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Sports Network. Turner Bluffus and Breckenridge Cowgirls are HOL champs with that victory, or at least have a share of it. I'm still getting a little bit of clarification on it, but from what I am told, they have the tiebreaker on that, and even if they just tie for the conference title, it's still their first HOL conference title since 2001. So congratulations to the Cowgirls on a fantastic campaign, and it's really nice to see them be able to, obviously put it together, because we've seen some Cowgirl teams that were definitely capable of winning an HOL title, but just, kind of having a couple hiccups along the way, or having one team that just kind of always had their number, and not the case this year. They definitely either held their own or flat out beat all the teams that were right there or better than them. So, or right there or at the top with them. So, congratulations to the Cowgirls. They did it in style with an 87-33 victory. I can already tell you I have already shorted one Cowgirl a point. I don't know who it is, but my numbers are not adding up, and I'm very upset about it, but we're going to dive into it anyways. So, with 28 points, 23 of them coming in the first half. We got Jonica Bernades leading the way, 28 once again, and 17 for Sydney Roberts. And, okay, here's the explanation then. Breckenridge for sure will share the title with DGF, even though Breckenridge swept them. And then somebody's going to fall off the top line because Pelican plays Barnesville, so obviously one of those two teams are going to fall. And then if DGF loses, it'll be a two-way tie between the winner of Pelican Rapids and Barnesville. But if DGF wins, it's going to be a three-way tie. So I don't know why I thought they outright had a tiebreaker here, but there is no tiebreaker. But either way, the Breckenridge Cowgirls have a share of the conference title with that victory. And anyways, so we're going to go with that. I'm sure head coach Tony Bogenreef could probably explain it better than I did. But either way, we're going to commend the Cowgirls for that. 28 points for Jonica Bernades, once again 17 for Sydney Roberts. They were followed by 9 from Piper Janing, 7 from Parker Yagi. Riley Johnson also had 7 points coming off the bench. Anna Spear with 7 points as well. Mariah Coltis finished the game with 6. And then we got Ava Janing for 4. And Colin Roberts finished with 1. So a ton of girls getting the scoring column, 9 of them for Breckenridge. And then leading the way for Staples-Motley with 8 points was Clara Morose, all of her points coming in the opening half. And then they got 7 points off the bench from Jocelyn Lenk, 5 points from Miranda Schatzko. Oh, can't forget about the 6 from Livy Lorber as well, and then 3 from Hannah Cole and 3 from Sophia Luna as well. 6 girls getting in the scoring column for Staples-Motley in the final game of the regular season once again as the Breckenridge Cowgirls ran that one up for sure, and they knew that they were definitely the heavily favored team coming into that one against a 3-win Staples-Motley squad on your Miller Realty post-game show. That's it was pretty evident how that was going to go, and now it's time for your play of the game, brought to you by Red River Agency, your hometown agents in Breckenridge. And I think for play of the game, what I'm going to be going with here, I obviously could go with that sequence from Jonica Bernades where she just put the team on her back, but I think I'm going to go with Sydney Roberts and the stretch that she had as the Cowgirls came out with a dominant second half, or started the second half as well. So I think I'm going to have to go with that stretch from Sydney Roberts where she scored 7 of their first 9, if I remember correctly, and then also assisted on the bucket that was not hers. So she was outstanding to start off the second half. And, most nights I'd also go with her player of the game. Jonica Bernades, any other night also would get player of the game. You're probably wondering, how did she not get it after one of the highest scoring halves you've seen at a high school basketball game? Well, that's because I gave it to her last night, so I don't want to do 2 nights in a row. So you know what? We're going to give it to someone who has not gotten it all year, and that is because we're going with Riley Johnson. And folks, you guys didn't see that plot twist coming. We're going with someone who got in at the closing minutes and went on a little flurry of her own, scored 7 points, knocked down a pair of triples, and got us even more excited to see what she's got in store for us for the rest of her career as a Cowgirl. Riley Johnson, only a sophomore in this one. You might get mad at me for picking someone who just came in the last minutes, but that's all right. It's I get to pick the player of the game, brought to you by Essentia Health, here with you. And once again, the play of the game was brought to you by Red River Agency. And so very much appreciate all of you for tuning into the girls broadcast. Make sure to stick around for the boys game next. We'll wrap up the Miller Realty postgame show and come back, kick off your Red River Grain pregame show. You are listening to Breckenridge basketball on B92.7 FM. Your final score once again in game 1 of this doubleheader, 87-33. The Breckenridge Cowgirls head into the postseason 21-5 and number 1 in the South subsection.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge pride, inspiring to excel.
My name is Christy Baumhart. I am proud to be a part of the school district with dedicated staff, including administration, teachers, paraprofessionals, cooks, and custodians who are kind, caring, compassionate, and committed to the students in our district. They support, respect, and help one another succeed. One thing I am really excited about is the technology available to our students as it enhances their learning experience in the classroom. Not only as an employee, but also as a parent, I know the benefits of having both my children in the Breckenridge School District. Breckenridge Pride. We inspire to excel.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge pride, inspiring to excel.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wapaton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wapaton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
What can you do in 30 seconds? Warm up your coffee, tie your shoes, Google, should I get screened for lung cancer? Then actually get screened for lung cancer. If you're a current or former smoker, talk with an Essentia Health provider about your eligibility for a low-dose CT screening, because early-stage lung cancer often has no signs or symptoms. Screening can mean an increased chance of successful treatment. Learn more at essentiahealth.org.
And welcome to the Red River Grain pregame show, serving local farmers since 1986. And Turner Bluffus, the reason, if you are watching on the YouTube stream, if you're wondering why I just flipped it over to the crowd, I wanted you guys to see the Breckenridge players as they greeted their parents, rocking their conference champions t-shirts. Outstanding. Once again, first time they've won the conference since the year 2001. And the Breckenridge Cowgirls are celebrating in style with their parents as they get ready to cheer on the Cowboys for Game 2 of this doubleheader. But make sure to go watch that back on the YouTube stream if you guys missed it. But shout out to the Cowgirls once again making history. It's been a fantastic season. Potentially the best Cowgirls team I've covered. I feel pretty confident in that. But all right, let's dive into it, folks. Time for your Red River Grain pregame show, serving the local farmers since 1986. And we're going to dive into it with our power poll ranking. I know we already talked about this in the girls one, but we're going to loop back to it anyways, as your HOL standings have Perm Yellow Jackets at 11-3 on the year. Dilworth Glendon Felton tied with them at 11-3 in HOL play as well, 15-9. They are on the year, while Perm is 16-6. Pelican Rapids 18-5 and 10-3 in HOL play. Barnesville Trojans 10-4 in the Heart of Lakes, 17-6 on the year. And then Staples-Motley 12-11 on the year, 6-6 in conference play. And you know what, folks? We better dive into it right now and let you guys know that the Breckenridge Cowboys had to forfeit 7 ball games. If you guys are just looping in and didn't hear about this earlier, as we made sure to get a story out on it, so then you guys wouldn't be completely blindsided by the news. But the MSHSL deemed that Breckenridge was playing an ineligible player this school year, and the wins were all revoked that the participant took part in, which includes 7 basketball games and 5 football games as well. So as of now, Breckenridge is 3-20 on the year and 1-11 in HOL play. 7 of those wins taken away once again. And I will also say, that does not necessarily doom the Cowboys for the playoffs, though, because the way that they did it, they decided to have the section vote on the playoff seeds. So then, because it wouldn't exactly be fair for the team who's like the number 1 team in the section to all of a sudden have to run up against a team that maybe otherwise would have got seeded a little bit higher. So they didn't really think that was a fair way to go about it. So they're going to be voting on it for both of these both of these subsections. So Breckenridge's Section 6A South subsection, and then also the North subsection. And then Section 8AA will actually also have to vote on their playoff seedings as well, because they were affected by the wins that were vacated as well. So just had to catch you guys up all on that as part of our Powerball ranking, brought to you by Otter Tail Power Company, as we ran through the HOL standings as well. And now we'll loop back to your State Farm stat report with the last game that Breckenridge took part in, a 77-66 loss to Barnesville, as Barnesville split the season series. Well, technically got the sweep now, as once again the win was vacated. Cooper Roberts leading the way in that ball game with 18 points, 9 rebounds, a very strong showing. He's really come on strong at the second half of this season, if you're asking me. But 4 assists as well, 8 of 15 he shot from the field. Aiden Sanchez also hit double figures with 15, 7 of 13 shooting. 3 boards, 3 assists, and a steal. Jackson Riggs He ended up with 14 points, shot 4 of 10 from 3, so he just had to kind of figure out what was going on in 2-point land. Shot 1 of 10 inside the arc, so gonna have to bring that touch that he's had from outside into the arc as well. So expect a bounce-back performance offensively for him. He also had 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals. Levi Christensen, a couple points shy of a double-double, 8 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, and 4 steals in a strong showing from him, strong all-around showing from him. And Avery Smith, who's getting some increased tick here in the back half of the season. He's got 7 points, 3 of 5 he shot from the field, and 3 of 7 from free throws. He's going to want to bring that up a bit, I'm sure. And then 6 boards, despite being one of the smaller guys on the floor most of the time he's out there, and also a steal as well. And you always expect more steals out of Avery Smith, just the way he plays defensively. A little junkyard dog out there. He's fantastic to watch. So that's your State Farm Stat Report, brought to you by the local State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick. And we'll loop back on your Red River Grain pregame show with your keys to the game, brought to you by Smith Motors in Wapaton. Also your injury report, brought to you by CHI St. Francis. You are listening to Breckenridge Basketball on B92.7 FM and the Red River Grain pregame show.
Protect your equipment and get rewarded by purchasing premium Cenex lubricants with Cenex gift cards for gallons. You can earn a $50 Visa gift card for every 100 gallons of Cenex diesel engine oils, tractor hydraulic fluids, gear lubes, and greases purchased between now and through February 29th of 2024. Contact Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley for qualifying Cenex products and promotion details. Some exclusions apply, and don't forget to ask about the best warranty in the industry, the Cenex Total Protection Plan. Proven durability, powered locally.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heidkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heidkamp Construction in Wapaton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948. Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They've put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wapaton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
And welcome back to the Red River Grain pregame show, serving the local farmers since 1986. And we're getting ready for Game 2 of this Breckenridge Staples-Motley doubleheader. After the Breckenridge Cowgirls got the party started with an 87-33 victory over the Cardinals. Now it's time for your keys of the game, brought to you by Smith Motors in Wapaton. Small town friendly, big town deals, Smith Motors in Wapaton here at Staples-Motley High School. And the Nest, I don't know if you guys have checked this out, but the facility they got here is fantastic. They actually got me up on the walking track. And, just got to tip my hat to them. They did a fantastic job on this facility. But for my key to the game now, you know what I'm going to go with? I'm going to say let's see the ball movement just a little bit more active. I know they've been a pretty good passing team, by my standards, I think. But I want to see really good, a lot of guys sharing the ball really well, getting everybody involved. It'd be nice if we see a few guys getting in the scoring column right away, like all 5 starters in the first 5 minutes could. That wouldn't be too much of an ask, would it? I don't know. I don't think so. But I want to see a lot of, good ball movement here to start off the game. And taking care of the ball also, because obviously the turnovers, if those rack up, Breckenridge is definitely going to be doing an uphill battle. Them especially, they tend to struggle when the turnovers pile up. So I'm going to say take care of the ball and, see a lot of good ball movement to start up this ball game. Getting a lot of guys involved as a result. So that's my key to the game, brought to you by Smith Motors in Wapaton. Small town friendly, big town deals. And now for your injury report, brought to you by CHI St. Francis. And I believe Breckenridge is coming into this one relatively, injury-free. That's what head coach Jordan Christensen said. And the only guy that was, out or listed as questionable in this game was Avondre Brandt, but I think we're going to be seeing Brandt as he warmed up. I think he's going to be coming off the bench potentially, though. I don't know. The AD said he should be good to go, while the head coach said no. I should believe the head coach, but, I mean, if he's warming up, I don't know what to believe. Also, we got a little bit of a situation as far as they didn't give me one of the starters, so I'm going to have to try to track that down if possible. No injuries reported except for the Avondre Brandt. The Avondre Brandt questionable, so we'll keep an eye on him to see if he's going to be in this ball game because he's a captain on the squad, a junior captain, and can also jump out of the gym. He's pretty fun to see. So I'm also curious for that aspect because I'd love to see how the Cowboys do against him. But we'll take a quick break here on the Red River Grain pregame show as we wrap up our injury report. Once again, brought to you by CHI St. Francis. You are listening to Breckenridge basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the i3G Sports Network.
North Dakota State College of Science is powered by the strong local connections we have with employers, business partners, program advisors, and local business leaders. We're proud to call Wahpeton home. Find out more about how you or your business can support NDSCS by visiting ndscs.edu. That's ndscs.edu.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Egeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
What if you could store heat during off-peak hours when electric prices are lowest and use it when you need it? With a heat storage system, you can. Underfloor systems and other options heat your whole home or individual rooms so you can stay comfortable and save. Plus, they're at least 100% efficient, so no energy or dollars are wasted. With Otter Tail Power Company rebates, now's the time to see how you can store, heat, and save. Go to otpco.com/heat storage to get started.
And welcome back to the Red River Grain pregame show, serving local farmers since 1986. And I got some good news for you folks. I figured out who the starters are because the people at the scores table are already on top of it and put it on the scoreboard. So very much appreciate them. Let's run through the Staples-Motley starters, starting with number 10, Connor Coons. He is a junior on this squad. And along with him is Grant Bestland, a senior, rocking number 12. And then number 20, Josiah Burton. Number 23, Eli Rutten. And then number 31, who I was told, or Noah Larson. My apologies, I got the numbers mixed up here. Noah Larson will be starting. He is a junior captain on this squad. Eli Rutten, also a junior captain, if I didn't mention that. And Avondre Brandt will be coming off the bench if we're going to be seeing him for the Cardinals today. And then your starting lineups for the Cowboys. They recently had made a starting lineup change. We'll tell you about it. He's the last player that we're going to mention. So Aiden Sanchez, 6'1 sophomore, wearing number 2. Cooper Roberts, number 3, 6'2 junior. And then number 5, we got Levi Christensen, 6'3 junior down low. And then Connor Ernst, number 13, the 5'10 sophomore. And Avery Smith, another 5'10 sophomore, once again recently added to the starting 5. Wears number 20 for this squad and is a defensive menace out there, so he's definitely fun to watch. Aiden Sanchez having a really solid sophomore year. Cooper Roberts having a strong junior campaign, and then Levi Christensen has had a couple of massive games too, and I'm sure he's going to love to see a kind of an uptick in the scoring after being held to 8 last game, so expect them to go to him early and often, and Connor Ernst doing a good job of kind of facilitating out to all those guys, making sure everybody stays involved, and other guys you can expect to see off the bench. Of course, Jackson Riggs, potentially the best scorer on this team, bringing him off the bench. Just like, J.R. Smith back in the day when he would be the best scorer on his team coming off the bench. I'm just kidding. He played with Carmelo Anthony. But had to make sure to get one J.R. shout-out in for the year. And Charlie Krejci, a three-point specialist, gone a little bit cold as of late, but they'd love to see him get going again and go on a flurry. He at one point had 6 points and a half, or 6 triples and a half this year. And naturally has a bit of a cult following as Big Shot Chuck as well. A lot of massive hits from deep. And then Logan Church and Caleb Albertson, a couple other guys you can expect to get some tick. A couple seniors on this squad. And will return after they introduce the starting lineups here at the Nest. You are listening to Breckenridge basketball on B92.7 FM. Those starters were once again brought to you by Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley. We'll be right back with your opening tip.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, providing grain and agronomy services to help maximize your farm's potential. Red River Grain has been serving farmers for years with competitive prices and high-quality service. Speak to Brad, Carson, or Tammy for all of your grain and agronomy needs. Red River Grain, East Breckenridge, 643-3738. That's 643-3738, or you can find them online at redrivergrain.com.
Save big this month with Smith Motors in Wapaton. $30 in rebates on the purchase of 3 AC Delco wiper blades. $20 in rebates on the purchase and installation of select AC Delco gold batteries. And $15 in rebates on the purchase and installation of 1 AC Delco cabin air filter and 1 engine air filter. Gear up for winter with these exclusive offers. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors, your certified Chevy and GMC dealership in Wapaton. Online at smithmotors.com.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains number one today.
You know, there's a lot of talk about assisted living facilities in the area, but at Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge, the story really is different. Let me tell you about it. The story at Twin Town Villa is caring eyes looking after the people you love. It's a collection of ears listening to what their residents need. It's the gentle, compassionate action that takes care of those needs. It's real connection that assures you that your family members are never alone. That's just part of the story. Take a tour and see for yourself. Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge.
And welcome back to the Red River Grain pregame show, serving the local farmers since 1986. Turner Bluffus getting ready for some Heart of Lakes basketball once again. Staples-Motley, the number 5 team in the HOL. One of the recent additions along with Park Rapids. Had to double check really quick there. They got all the banners on the wall here at Staples-Motley. So if there's another mystery HOL team, that would have been a good time to find out. Wait a minute, Perms in the HOL? Just kidding, obviously. They're going to be announcing the Staples. They're announcing the Staples starters, so I may as well run through those once again. They got number 10, Connor Coons, number 12, Grant Beslin, number 20, Josiah Burton, number 23, Eli Rudden, and number 31, Noah Larson. And Staples-Motley are coached by Zach Quall. And then for the Breckenridge Cowboys, they roll out Aiden Sanchez, Cooper Roberts, Levi Christensen, along with Connor Ernst and Avery Smith. And they got a nice little video presentation they do here on their big screen they got set up. Which reminds me, I better get we better get the scoreboard ready to rock for you folks. Scoreboard once again brought to you by Carlson Family Insurance. Cooper Roberts will be jumping up against Josiah Burton. Opening tip is won by the Cowboys. Connor Ernst was able to track it down. Avery Smith will bring it up around the point. Swings over to the left side to Aiden Sanchez. Sanchez will get a ball screen from Levi Christensen. Christensen, little pick and pop action out to the wing. 5-out motion. They go over to Avery Smith on the right side. He gets a ball screen, kicks out to Levi Christensen. Christensen swings into Ernst. Cowboys shoot up 28 seconds, haven't got a shot off, and Cooper Roberts trying to do something about it. And we got an offensive foul. Or no, he was just directing very passionately which way to go. I thought that was him directing charge. But Cowboys turn it over. Staples-Motley. And not turning it over. Aiden Sanchez tipped it out of bounds. Applying the pressure to Connor Coons. And Avery Smith going to pick up a quick foul. Trying to pick off the inbound pass to Eli Rutten. And Staples-Motley usually has Avondre Brandt in the starting five as well, but Coach Quall said that he's been sick all week with the flu. He said no-go, but I didn't know if he meant no-go like starting or no-go for the game. He warmed up still, so we shall see. As Staples-Motley looks to go tough inside, and Avery Smith is going to pick up the foul. Back-to-back fouls right off the bat for the sophomore. We're not even a minute into the game. They're going to let him roll with it, though. And just keep your hands off now. Swung over to the corner, and three-pointer is up and good. Eli Rutten with the triple. Cooper Roberts looking to drive, gets it to Avery Smith. Smith getting downhill, kind of lost his dribble, but was able to track it down and goes to the reverse layup for two. Avery Smith into the scoring column. Cowboy defense trying to fire up their, or Cowboy bench trying to fire up their squad. You guys can hear the defense chants over the microphone. Coons tries to kick it out, but has it stolen away by Avery Smith. Levi Christensen gets it to Smith, who's going to attack downhill right away and laid in for two. Back-to-back buckets for Avery Smith. Staples-Motley get out to the perimeter. Little drive on the left side, and it's laid in with a bank. Burton gets it in the scoring column. 5-4 Staples-Motley lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Cooper Roberts has a mismatch, he's thinking. Got a big size advantage at least, and he'll just go around for one of the easiest layups of his life. Cooper Roberts with his first bucket of the night. 6-5 Cowboy lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Avery Smith playing with two fouls once again. Has to be smart. They were looking to get the switch, so they got a guard with a big down low, and Avery Smith contests the shot. No foul call, so lucky break for him, and shot is off the mark, rebounded by Aiden Sanchez. What a luxury having a guard that size. Cooper Roberts out and running in transition, gets it to Levi Christensen. Christensen looking to go to that left with a hook shot off the mark. Christensen gets his own board, though, and then a lot of contact on that one, but they're going to call the foul on the floor on Christensen. So that's three early fouls. And this is kind of a deja vu to the last showdown with these two teams, but it was Staples who had all the guys who were picking up fouls left and right. Bringing up the ball is Eli Rutten. They get it back to Rutten on the right wing. Swung over to Coons. Connor Coons, junior guard. Gets it back, assesses, drops it in the left corner. Baseline drive. Swung out to the perimeter for an open look for three. Off the mark. Staples able to get the rebound. Jackson Riggs into the ball game along with Charlie Craychaw. And three-pointers up from the right side. Off the mark. And the putback is good. And then Breckenridge tries whipping it down the court. Has it stolen away. They must have saw that on the scouting report. And out of bounds. I believe that was Rutten who got the bucket. So 7-6 score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Charlie Craychaw is going to let it rip for a mid-range pull-up, and he hits it. Oh, he's got to be happy to see that one fall. The squad's trading buckets. 8-7 lead for the Cowboys. Baseline drive, kicked out to the corner, swung over, nice extra pass to Coons, who knocks down the triple. Connor Coons capitalizing off the nice ball movement. 10-8. Staples-Motley in the lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Levi Christensen gets it up to Aiden Sanchez at the top of the key. His three is off the mark. Cooper Roberts trying not to get called for the over the back. Coons now has it. Feeds it into the high post area to Burton. Burton attacks inside, kicks out for a three in the corner off the mark. Cowboys getting murdered on the glass to start off this ball game, and that leads to another offensive rebound and lay-in for Josiah Burton. Already up to 4 offensive rebounds as a team as Charlie Craychaw lets it rip from the right corner, and he's going to drill the triple. Comes off the bench in instant offense. 5 straight for Big Shot Chuck. 12-11 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And Staples-Motley ends up stepping out of bounds, so solid defense from the Cowboys. And when Charlie Krejcik got moved to the starting lineup, it was obviously, good for him to have him right when the game starts, but at the same time, they lost a little bit of something with him and Jackson Riggs coming off the bench, because that is some outrageous instant offense coming off the bench between those two. Aiden Sanchez comes to a hop step, a little bit of contact, but no call, and he'll miss the layup attempt. 12-11 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Staples-Motley in the lead on their home floor here at the Nest. Swinging over to the right corner, or right wing, apologies, out to Coons. Feeds it into Josiah Burton. Kind of has a face-up game similar to Levi Christensen. And that was tipped out of bounds off of Staples-Motley. And I don't know if they do this on purpose, but they don't have the points on the scoreboard for Staples-Motley. They only have offensive rebounds for the individual statistics along with the fouls. Very strange and bothering me because I was wondering who got one of the buckets, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Connor Ernst brings up the ball, gets it to Jackson Riggs. Jackson Riggs gets a ball screen from Levi Christensen. He fires one from the top of the key off the back iron. Rebounded by Staples-Motley as they continue to dominate the glass. Avery Smith had recently checked back in the ball game. And, out of bounds. They're going to say out of bounds off of Staples. Jackson Riggs doing a good job trying to hop into the passing lane for that. Avery Smith inbounding to Connor Ernst. Cowboys down 12-11 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Head coach Jordan Christensen directing traffic. They're looking for some ISO action for Riggs. Goes to the hop step, loses his dribble, and they're going to say out of bounds off of Staples-Motley. Everybody's spaced out to try to give Jackson Riggs as wide open of a lane as they could. End up being some solid defense from Burton. They get inside to Levi Christensen. Christensen to Jackson Riggs. Riggs attacking to the right block. A little bit of contact. Goes to that mid-range, and you do not find better touch off the glass. 13-12 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge has taken the lead back. And by the way, Avondre Brandt back in the ball game, or is into the ball game, coming off the bench. Once again, he was questionable coming into this game after fighting the flu most of the week. Baseline drive out to Coons. And they saw the mismatch down low. They go inside to Burton, and he ends up kicking it out to Brandt. Brandt ends up feeding it into Coons down low for the reverse layup, and nice look inside, but he missed it. Jackson Riggs with the board, and then he tries firing to Avery Smith. Instead, it's going to go out of bounds. Got a 13-12 Cowboy lead. They've scored the last 5. Connor Ernst on the floor with Charlie Craychaw, Aiden Sanchez, Cooper Roberts, and Levi Christensen. They've gone 7 deep so far. Kicked out to the left wing. Now to the right wing to Coons. Coons got a ball screen. Pulls it out to the top of the key. Aiden Sanchez doing a good job of suffocating him, but he's able to find an open teammate. Brandt gets off the ball. Coons now has it. It's up to Alex Schultz, and then it ends up sailing out of bounds. Last touch by the Cowboys. 2 seconds left on the shot clock to work with, and Staples-Motley is going to take a timeout. We'll take one with them. You are listening to Breckenridge basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live. Breckenridge leads 13-12 when we get back.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wapaton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wapaton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
And welcome back to the Nest at Staples-Motley High School. And Aiden Sanchez will swipe a steal off the inbound. They had 2 seconds to work with on the shot clock. Delivers it to Connor Ernst. Ernst is looking for an open teammate off the jump pass, but it got thrown off of a teammate and out of bounds. So a tough break for the Cowboys after they just forced a turnover as well. 13-12 Breckenridge lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Charlie Craigshaw with 5 points. Avery Smith with 4 to lead the Cowboys thus far. 10 minutes left to go in this opening half. And Staples-Motley trying to drive inside, but Aiden Sanchez was able to tip it out, and Charlie Craigshaw gets the long rebound off the miss. And Aiden Sanchez with the payoff layup. Sanchez's first points of the night. Breckenridge is now up by 3, their biggest lead of the game. Feed inside to Burton. Josiah Burton gets it to Coons. Connor Coons tries going to Burton's, and it's tipped out by Christensen and stolen by Craigshaw. Charlie Craigshaw gets it up to Cooper Roberts. Roberts, it's that spin move, but he had a man waiting for him. Ended up having stolen away. Coons, baseline drive, gets a man to jump and then kicks it back out to an open shooter, but he'll swing it instead. Schultz gets it to Burton. Now back to Coons. Skip pass, almost into the Breckenridge bench, but tracked down by Eli Rutten. Rutten looking to get a pick. Kicks it out to the left corner for a triple, and he knocks it down right in front of the Cowboy bench. Alex Schultz ties it up at 15. Aiden Sanchez gets a ball screen from Levi Christensen. Oh, had him on the roll if he wanted it, but Christensen kind of held back. So Sanchez had to fire a shot and rebounded by the Cardinals. 15 all on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. They get it to Coons. Skip over to Tavondre Brandt. Brandt is going to let one rip, and he's going to knock down a 3. Back-to-back triples from the Cardinals. Just like that, they're up by 3. Cooper Roberts hands it off to Aiden Sanchez. He gets it to Charlie Craigshaw, swings it to Connor Ernst. Ernst on the right wing. Skip over to Levi Christensen. Christensen drops it off to Craigshaw, who's looking to get downhill. Kind of a tough one-footed jumper off the mark. Rebounded by Brandt. He's looking to push tempo right away. Tavondre Brandt slashes into the lane and actually goes over the backboard. So after the obstruction, we are back with the Cowboys getting possession. Avery Smith will spell Charlie Craychaw. Jackson Riggs back into the ball game. Come in for Aiden Sanchez. Cowboys got a few good options to work for here. If they're going to try to get Jackson Riggs involved. Levi Christensen kind of in the high post, or Cooper Roberts working his way out from the perimeter. Gets it to Levi Christensen. Christensen has it tipped away from him, but he did a good job of getting his defender to jump and force the foul. Levi Christensen heading to the stripe. Has not scored at this point. Christensen's first left-handed free throw is up and nothing but net. Always looks better when it's a lefty shooting it. Try to prove me wrong. 18-16 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And 1-for-2 trip for Christensen. 7:25 left to go in this opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Swung up to Tavondre Brandt at the top of the key. Jackson Riggs guarding. Picks up his dribble inside the arc. Swung over to the right wing. Now over to the left wing. Swung into the corner. Cowboys hunkering down defensively, and a little bit of contact on that one, but no foul call. Breckenridge ball. Aiden Sanchez with a very short breather. He'll come in for Connor Ernst. Excuse me. Cowboys down 18-16 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Already a more competitive game than the first half of this doubleheader, which, if you guys missed it, was a blowout victory with the Cowgirls winning by 54, 87-33 the final. Cooper Roberts over to Aiden Sanchez on the left wing. Sanchez to Avery Smith. Smith back to Sanchez on the left side of the floor. Swings it to Jackson Riggs. And that pass is kicked out of bounds. Inbounding on the left sideline is Aiden Sanchez. It's into Cooper Roberts. Back to Sanchez. Sanchez skips it to Avery Smith, who rotates it over to Jackson Riggs. Riggs to Roberts. Now they drop it into Levi Christensen. He says, "Where is everybody? I'm going to drop in and lay it in for two." Levi Christensen has tied this up. His first 3 points of the game on these two possessions. And tipped out of bounds. Avery Smith getting into the passing lane to swipe that, or to try to swipe that, but he knocked it out of bounds. So Staples-Motley inbounding under their own bucket. Got an open shooter in the corner, and he ends up sailing it, so maybe they knew to leave him open, I'm not sure, but Jackson Riggs comes up with the rebound. Riggs almost has it poked free from behind. Beautiful drop-off pass to Cooper Roberts, and I thought that was going to be an and one. You were about to hear me jump out of my seat really quick there, but instead we got a pair of free throws coming. Very nice drop-off pass from Jackson Riggs, though. Cooper Roberts got a bucket early in this game. It's been quiet since. First trip to the stripe for him, and first one ends up kind of swirling out. Going to try to make it the second 1-for-2 trip for Breckenridge in this early goings. 0-for-2 trip. Tough break for the Cowboys as the game remains tied at 18. Aiden Sanchez applying the defense, but a very nice back cut and layup by Grant Beslin. Beslin puts his squad back on top. 20-18 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Avery Smith to Jackson Riggs. Feeds it into the left elbow area. Cooper Roberts kicks it out to Aiden Sanchez. Sanchez drops it in the short corner to Levi Christensen. Christensen attacks the defense. Says, if you're not going to get between me and the bucket, I'm laying this in for sure. And they're going to do a quick delay of game warning for Christensen. Put a little too much mustard on it when he tried batting that one over to someone else to inbound. Excuse me. 5:28 left to go in this opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge has Aiden Sanchez, Cooper Roberts, Connor Ernst, Levi Christensen, and Jackson Riggs on the floor. They're going to turn on their full court trap, but Staples said, we're not dealing with that. We're just going to get it down the floor real quick here. It's Bondre Brand. Can't leave him that wide open. He's going to make you pay every time from the left corner, and he does this time as well. 23-20 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And now Jackson Riggs answers from the top of the key. 23 all, and we got a timeout. Taken by the Cowboys. You are listening to Cowboy Basketball on B92.7 FM. They're tied with the Cardinals at 23 with 5:07 left to go in this opening half. You're listening to Cowboy Basketball.
What can you do in 30 seconds? Warm up your coffee, tie your shoes, Google, should I get screened for lung cancer? Then actually get screened for lung cancer. If you're a current or former smoker, talk with an Essentia Health provider about your eligibility for a low-dose CT screening, because early-stage lung cancer often has no signs or symptoms. Screening can mean an increased chance of successful treatment. Learn more at essentiahealth.org.
And welcome back after that high camp construction timeout. We are back with Breckenridge and Staples-Motley tied at 23, and this has been a very back and forth first half. Every time someone takes the lead, you know it's not going to last very long because it's either going to get tied up or swung right back to the other team real quick here, as this is blocked by Levi Christensen, but the three-pointer is rebounded, and Brand misses the wide open layup but gets his own follow and drops it in for two more. And then they swipe it away as they try to advance it down the floor real quick. Staples-Motley kicks it out. Good ball movement to get someone on the right side open. He attacks the closeout, goes inside. Bit of a tough attempt there. Cowboys benefit by getting a rebound for Connor Ernst. Ernst bringing it up. Gets it to Aiden Sanchez. Levi Christensen gets it to Cooper Roberts. Three guys around him. Kicks it out to Jackson Riggs. Off the mark. Cooper Roberts does his best, or Connor Ernst doing his best to keep that alive, but rebounded by Brandt. It's too much length to deal with there. 4 minutes left to go in this opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Staples-Motley up 25-23 on the Cowboys. Oh, getting downhill is Bestlin for a very tough finish. Puts his squad up by 4. 27-23 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Jackson Riggs drives into the arc. Picks up his dribble, kicks it out to Cooper Roberts, goes to that lovely spin move that we all adored, but it looks like they scouted out pretty well because they've sniffed it out twice now. Brandt going with the left-handed layup, and Cowboys were trying to step in for a charge, not going to get it. Brandt's got a quick 10 points off the bench. Aiden Sanchez with the ball. 6-0 run from the Cardinals. Connor Ernst to Aiden Sanchez on the left side of the floor. Connor Ernst over to Aiden Sanchez. And stolen away by the sideline, leading to a layup. Two more points for Ryan Nealon, and we got a timeout by the Cowboys after this 8-0 run. 31-23 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. We'll take a quick break. This timeout brought to you by High Camp Construction. You are listening to Cowboy Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Sports Network.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge Pride, inspiring to excel.
My name is Christy Baumhart. I am proud to be a part of the school district with dedicated staff, including administration, teachers, paraprofessionals, cooks, and custodians who are kind, caring, compassionate, and committed to the students in our district. They support, respect, and help one another succeed. One thing I am really excited about is the technology available to our students as it enhances their learning experience in the classroom. Not only as an employee, but also as a parent, I know the benefits of having both my children in the Breckenridge School District. Breckenridge Pride. We inspire to excel.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge Pride, inspiring to excel.
92.7 is KBMW Breckenridge Wahpeton.
All the hits from 2KM today.
And welcome back to the Nest at Staples-Motley High School. Bringing up the ball with the Cowboys down 31-23 as Connor Ernst gets it up to Jackson Riggs in front of the Staples-Motley bench. And Riggs ends up throwing a skip pass that gets picked off by the Cardinals. Too much length in these passing lanes. Devondre Brandt looking to get downhill. He's been dominant since he's come off the bench. Coons with the ball. Aiden Sanchez switches on to him. Sanchez in some great defense once again. Gets swung around for a mid-range jumper from the short corner and out of bounds. They're going to say off of Staples. 31-23 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. It remains. Charlie Craychaw coming off the bench. Had a quick little 5-point sequence early on in this ball game, so we'll see if they can get him going once again. Aiden Sanchez just past half court with the ball. Dribbles on the Cardinal logo. Avery Smith has it on the right side of the floor, playing with 2 fouls. And they're looking for an oop for Cooper Roberts, but the pass was a little off the mark. Roberts still able to do something with it, though. Lays it in for 2 to stop the bleeding after the 8-0 run. 31-25 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Devondre Brandt. Just too much length there, drives inside, no call. And Levi Christensen gets the rebound. Aiden Sanchez comes to the hop step and finishes with the left. Aiden Sanchez's second bucket of the day has cut the lead in half to 4. After the Levi Christensen bucket, I should say, as they came out of the timeout down 8. 1:25 left to go in this opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And Levi Christensen bats the pass, and somehow Staples was able to come away with it, but Christensen gets the rebound. Levi Christensen feeds it up to Charlie Craychaw. Nobody around him. He's going to pull the trigger off the mark. Cooper Roberts tried keeping it alive, but Staples-Motley comes out with it. They got numbers in transition if they want it. Nice little drop off here, but we got a foul on the Cowboys. I believe that's going to be on Christensen, his second. Levi Christensen, we'll see if they're going to let him roll with 2 fouls or if they're going to be bringing in Jackson Riggs for him, because I see Riggs is checking in the ball game. Going to wait till after the first free throw. First free throw is up and off the mark. First trip to the stripe for Noah Larson. I do not believe has scored at this point in the game. But there is one 2-point bucket that I know I missed as Jackson Riggs comes up with the rebound on the 0 for 2 trip. Feeds it up to Avery Smith. They were thinking of swinging it to Craychaw, but Riggs has it on the right wing. Skip pass over to Avery Smith in the left corner. Smith operating against I thought it was a zone defense, but Aiden Sanchez drills the triple. Just like that, he's got 7 points. Cowboys with a 7-0 run out of the timeout break. They've cut the lead to 1. A spin move and stripped away. Avery Smith coming up with a turnover, or coming up with a steal. Cowboys can hold for 1 with 25 seconds left. They get over to Aiden Sanchez on the left wing, skips it to Charlie Craychaw. Avery Smith to Aiden Sanchez. They got 15 seconds to work with. Sanchez holding for the last shot. Gets it to Jackson Riggs. Back to Sanchez. They got 10 seconds to work with. Avery Smith has it in the elbow area. Kicks it out to Charlie Craychaw for an open triple. He ends up just hitting the side of the backboard. 3 seconds left to go. They're going to throw a heave down the floor, and Jackson Riggs with the ball. He's going to throw a heave of his own, and it's going to rock someone in the student section. Huh? Looks like they're all right there, though. 31-30, your halftime score after the Cowboys went on a 7-0 run right before halftime. You are listening to Breckenridge Basketball on P92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live. Your Minn Kota Ag Products halftime show is coming up next.
Protect your equipment and get rewarded by purchasing premium Cenex lubricants with Cenex gift cards for gallons. You can earn a $50 Visa gift card for every 100 gallons of Cenex diesel engine oils, tractor hydraulic fluids, gear lubes, and greases purchased between now and through February 29th of 2024. Contact Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley for qualifying Cenex products and promotion details. Some exclusions apply. Don't forget to ask about the best warranty in the industry, the Cenex Total Protection Plan. Proven durability, powered locally.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wapaton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948. Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They've put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wapaton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
North Dakota State College of Science is powered by the strong local connections we have with employers, business partners, program advisors, and local business leaders. We're proud to call Wapaton home. Find out more about how you or your business can support NDSCS by visiting ndscs.edu. That's ndscs.edu.
Welcome to the Minn Kota Ag Products Halftime Show, your number one grain marketing and production agriculture supply company. Turnable office to run through your scoring for the first half. The State Farm Stat Report brought to you by the local State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick. And we'll start off with the Staples-Motley Cardinals, who are led by Avondre Brandt with 10 points. Apologies, I was accidentally saying Tavondre. Apologies, Avondre. He's got 10 points off a pair of triples and a pair of 2-point buckets as well, coming off the bench because, once again, he was missing a bunch of practices this week, so they weren't even sure if he was going to be ready to go. So they brought him off the bench this time around, and that's a quick 10 points off the bench for sure. 5 points from Eli Rutten, and then 4 points apiece from Josiah Burton and also Grant Beslin. 3 points from Connor Coons and also 3 points from Alex Schultz. They each hit from deep one time. And then 2 points from Ryan Nealon. And I think that's everybody. So they got 7 guys in the scoring column. Breckenridge got 6 guys in the scoring column, with Aiden Sanchez leading the way with a quick little surge there at the end to give himself 7 heading into the break. 5 apiece from Levi Christensen, Charlie Craychaw, and Jackson Riggs. And then 4 from Avery Smith and Cooper Roberts each. So very balanced attack by the Cowboys. Nobody really breaking away from the pack yet. The Cowboys have shot 4 free throws, have made 1 of them. And by my count, they've hit from deep 3 times. Aiden Sanchez, Charlie Craychaw, and Jackson Riggs each stroking a triple. And Staples-Motley has already amassed 5 3-pointers in the game. So that shows you the 3-pointers kind of give you an edge there as they lead 31-30 here at the half. And we'll take another quick break here on your Minn Kota Ag Products halftime show. For those who missed it, the Breckenridge Cowgirls clinched at least a share of the conference title, or clinched a share of the conference title with an 87-33 victory to open up this doubleheader. So congratulations to the Cowgirls once again. We'll dive more into this Breckenridge boys game when we come back. You are listening to the Minn Kota Ag Products halftime show on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the i3G Sports Network.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Egeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wapaton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
What if you could store heat during off-peak hours when electric prices are lowest and use it when you need it? With a heat storage system, you can. Underfloor systems and other options heat your whole home or individual rooms so you can stay comfortable and save. Plus, they're at least 100% efficient, so no energy or dollars are wasted. With Otter Tail Power Company rebates, now's the time to see how you can store, heat, and save. Go to otpco.com/heat storage to get started.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, providing grain and agronomy services to help maximize your farm's potential. Red River Grain has been serving farmers for years with competitive prices and high-quality service. Speak to Brad, Carson, or Tammy for all of your grain and agronomy needs. Red River Grain, East Breckenridge, 643-3738. That's 643-3738, or you can find them online at redrivergrain.com.
Save big this month with Smith Motors in Wapaton. $30 in rebates on the purchase of 3 AC Delco wiper blades. $20 in rebates on the purchase and installation of select AC Delco gold batteries. And $15 in rebates on the purchase and installation of 1 AC Delco cabin air filter and 1 engine air filter. Gear up for winter with these exclusive offers. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors, your certified Chevy and GMC dealership in Wapaton. Online at smithmotors.com.
And welcome back to the Minko Ag Products Halftime Show. And quick little announcement for you. We got our state placers at the North Dakota State Wrestling Tournament for the BW Storm. David Erlinson, Breckenridge Zone, finished 6th at 172 pounds. Riley Kappas, 7th place. Henry Sleddahl, 8th place. And then Aubrey Boson on the girls' side also took 8th place at the state wrestling tournament. So congratulations to all of the BW Storm wrestlers who made it to the Fargo Dome this year. Very much appreciate Belinda Sleddahl for the wrestling results and all the wrestling submissions we've gotten from her all this year. Very much appreciate her for keeping us in the loop. And now back to the basketball game. We got a 31-30 score. Cowboys trailing Staples-Motley at the half. And they actually ended the half with a 7-0 run, so they kind of got all the momentum heading into this second half. But I didn't really get my wish of getting all 5 guys in the scoring column for the starting 5, as Connor Ernst didn't get a bucket, but very balanced attack, so I kind of still got my wish, I guess, if you sub in Charlie Craychaw or Jackson Riggs for the 5th starter, I guess you could say. But once again, balanced attack for all 5 of them to stay within striking distance here. Starting to look a little dire there for a second after a quick 8-0 run from Staples-Motley in the closing few minutes, and it was like, uh-oh, this might get out of hand right before halftime, and Coach Jordan Christensen called a timeout. It's like they had some good adjustments as well, and they came out with a 7-0 run of their own to cut the lead down to 1 right before halftime, and that's where we're at right now, 31-30. Once again, the leading scorers in this ball game, Aiden Sanchez with 7, Avondre Brandt on the Staples-Motley side with 10. And when we come back, we'll be tipping off your second half. You are listening to the Minn Kota Ag Products Halftime Show on B92.7 FM and live streaming on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the i3G Sports Network.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains #1 today.
You know, there's a lot of talk about assisted living facilities in the area, but at Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge, the story really is different. Let me tell you about it. The story at Twin Town Villa is caring eyes looking after the people you love. It's a collection of ears listening to what their residents need. It's the gentle, compassionate action that takes care of those needs. It's real connection that assures you that your family members are never alone. That's just part of the story. Take a tour and see for yourself. Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge pride, inspiring to excel.
My name is Christy Baumhart. I am proud to be a part of the school district with dedicated staff, including administration, teachers, paraprofessionals, cooks, and custodians who are kind, caring, compassionate, and committed to the students in our district. They support, respect, and help one another succeed. One thing I am really excited about is the technology available to our students as it enhances their learning experience in the classroom. Not only as an employee, but also as a parent, I know the benefits of having both my children in the Breckenridge School District. Breckenridge Pride. We inspire to excel.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge pride, inspiring to excel.
And welcome back, and evidently there was a technical foul assessed in the halftime break. My apologies, didn't hear who ended up getting the technical, but capitalizing at the line is Aiden Sanchez, who knocks down both. Not really sure what what that was all about, but it adds to now a 9-0 run if we're carrying over from the second half. The Cowboys were down by 8 and have now scored 9 straight. And that'll do it for our Minn Kota Ag Products halftime show once again. Also, make sure to get the scoreboard all fixed up, your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, and we are up and running. Cowboys now up 32-31 as the clock starts running. Once again, just a pair of technical free throws sank by Aiden Sanchez. Levi Christensen going to work, kicks it out to Avery Smith. Smith looking to get downhill, and he's going to get called for a travel. So after the Smith turnover, 32-31 Cowboy lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Excuse me. Kicking a little bit of a cold, if you guys can't tell. As Connor Coons brings up the ball. Swings it over to Eli Rutten. Rutten with Sanchez guarding, but a very nice back cut by Coons to lay it in for 2. Get Staples back on the board after the Cowboys scored 9 straight. Might be in for another back and forth second half as Aiden Sanchez and 1! Getting to the cup. Just the perfect amount of touch to drop it in with the contact as he's flying to the floor. Aiden Sanchez into double figures. Gets the lead right back to the Cowboys as the lead changes continue to rack up. Cowboys lead 35-33 after the Sanchez made free throw. Already 5 quick points here for Sanchez to start off the half. He's got a dozen. Cowboys up 35-33, 1 minute into the second half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge out with their same starting 5. Connor Ernst, Avery Smith, Levi Christensen, Cooper Roberts, and Aiden Sanchez. Connor Coons has it on the left wing, swings it over to near the top of the key. Rotated all the way over to the right corner. Now back out to the right wing in front of the Staples-Motley bench. Swung over to Bestman, who ends up, or Bestland, who ended up missing the three-pointer, missed everything. So out of bounds. Cowboys take over with Connor Ernst bringing the ball up. Ernst crosses the timeline, swings it over to the left wing to Aiden Sanchez. Rotates it to Levi Christensen near the top of the key. He's wondering where everybody is on that side. He'll just drive himself. Tries to back his defender down, and he gets it laid in for 2. Levi Christensen showing some muscle. 37-33 in your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Cowboys hunkering down to guard. Head coach Jordan Christensen, his bench. Trying to get them to keep it up on the defensive end. Connor Ernst guarding Rudden. Rudden. Dribble kick out, and wide open triple is off the mark. Staples-Motley continues to get on the offensive glass. And the drive inside for 2 is Rudden laying it in. Cowboys had scored the last 5. Now it is a 37-35 ball game. Avery Smith had a couple quick early buckets. Has gone quiet since, but there he is, showing off his big man skills with a layup. Puts the squad back up by 4. $39-35 score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Staples-Motley gets it in the left corner to Noah Larson. With Cooper Roberts guarding, they force Larson baseline. Oh, with the hang time on there, but misses the layup. Rebounded by Connor Ernst. Ernst gets it over to Cooper Roberts. Roberts has it to the right at the top of the key. Feeds it to Avery Smith. Levi Christensen now has it. Hands it off, or fakes the handoff. Actually fooled me on it. And then tries to go with a bully ball layup once again and draws the foul. Levi Christensen sitting on 7 points thus far. Oh, my apologies. Actually, looks like they're going to... Actually, it's going to be a turnover on the Cowboys, evidently. I thought that was a foul, but I don't know if Levi lost the ball or what happened on that one. I got a kind of a tough angle here. 39-35 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge in the lead of Andre Brandt, who's leading scorer in the first half, just checked into the ball game. Dribble kick out of the corner, wide open shooter, but he'll drive instead. And the layup is off the mark, rebounded by Levi Christensen. Christensen ends up getting fed up to Cooper Roberts. Aiden Sanchez steps into a triple, and looked like it was going to be a very favorable roll, but off the mark of Andre Brandt with the board. Brandt with Cooper Roberts guarding, he's just going to walk up to a 3, off the mark, rebounded by Christensen. Looked like the signature Anthony Edwards walk up there. 39-35, Cowboys in the lead. Just under 14 minutes left to play in this ball game on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Charlie Crenshaw getting set to check in for his first action in the second half. Cooper Roberts looking to go at Brandt, and he'll miss the shot. Drew a lot of contact, but out of bounds off of Staples-Motley. Coons was trying to grab the rebound and go, but stepped out of bounds. So Cowboys ball. Aiden Sanchez will be inbounding under the bucket. Sanchez gets it in cleanly to Christensen at the free throw line. Christensen going to work. Drops it off to Cooper Roberts, who made the high IQ cut, and he gets paid off with a bucket. Cooper Roberts has got 6 points. His squad is up 41-35 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Biggest lead of the game by my count. And a nice spin move to free himself up and kick it out. Brandt is going to go right at Aiden Sanchez, and that is a textbook charge. Aiden Sanchez set that up beautifully. Okay, maybe he sold it a little bit there on the blow-by, but either way. Turnover on the Cardinals. Very short stint for Andre Brandt. I thought it was maybe he was in foul trouble when they took him out, but that is not the case as Jackson Riggs is into the ballgame. Levi Christensen getting downhill. They thought they had it stripped from him, but instead he's going to go right to the cup for 2. 43-35 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Cowboys have scored the last 6. And Coons getting to the rack for 2. Off a very nice cut to the rim. He's got 4 of his squad's 6 points here. And Jackson Riggs answers with a little midi right back. And timeout called by Staples-Motley. We'll take one with him. Cowboys all of a sudden up by 8 points. 45-37 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, but still plenty to go. 12:39 left to go. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Cowboy Basketball on B92.7.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wapaton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wapaton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Welcome back. Breckenridge Cowboys still in this high camp construction timeout. They lead 45-37 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Jackson Riggs just hit a nice little baseline jumper after he's checking into the ball game. He's got 7 points. Levi Christensen with 9. Aiden Sanchez has 12. Just a balanced offensive attack from the Cowboys. That's what they love to see, as we got playoffs right around the corner here. Aiden Sanchez picking up in the full court on Rutten. Rutten trying to shake by him. Gets off the ball. It's swung over to the left corner to Schultz. Now swung out to the left wing. Schultz lines up a triple. Another Manette. Schultz drills the triple. Cuts the lead to 5. And then the Cowboys miss the next shot. Cowboys up 5 with 12:04 left to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Staples-Motley rotate around to the right corner. Jackson Riggs out there defending. Now they're looking for Schultz to maybe line him another triple, but instead it gets rotated over to Rutten on the left side. Charlie Krejcik guarding. Dribble kick out. And a wide open shot in the left corner is good. Back-to-back triples by Schultz. So now a 2-point game all of a sudden, 45-43 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Jackson Riggs loses the dribble, and that's going to be over and back. Riggs is trying to say it was tipped, but none doing. Staples have now scored the last 8. 11:18 left to go. Aiden Sanchez checks out of the game. Avery Smith will give him a quick breather. Drive on the left side by Rutten. Takes it back out to the perimeter. Gets rotated around. I'm getting my guys Nealon and Schultz mixed up. I think Nealon actually hit that other 3, and now he's going to launch another one off. Actually, that's Schultz. Told you I keep getting mixed up. Levi Christensen with the rebound. Jackson Riggs now has it. Goes to the baseline. Kicks it out. We thought we were going to see that signature reverse layup, but instead we got a charge. Avery Smith with foul number 3. Saying I'm trying to go by him, but very similar to the one I was just commending Aiden Sanchez for taking. So I'm going to do my best to avoid the hypocrisy. Even though, I don't know about that one. 45-43 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge in the lead, and Staples-Motley almost tied it up, but Cooper Roberts gets the rebound. Gets it up to Levi Christensen. Levi Christensen to the spin move, but off the mark. Staples-Motley could take the lead with a 3. Good ball movement to set them up, and there it is. Beslin drills the triple. Puts his squad up 46-45 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Riggs gets it to Cooper Roberts. Roberts waiting on the ball screen. Denies the screen. It's Avery Smith who gets it back to Christensen. Avery Smith loves to get to the cup when he can, as Jackson Riggs has it tipped away from him. Goes to the spin move to get to the cup and has it stripped once again. They're going to say out of bounds off of Staples-Motley on that go-around. Connor Ernst in for Levi Christensen. So Christensen on the bench. Cooper Roberts and Jackson Riggs will operate as the posts. Charlie Krejcik's 3 from the right corner is off the mark. Connor Ernst with a nice hustle play and tried to keep it alive, but ended up throwing to a Staples-Motley player. Great hustle, though. And Staples-Motley going up for a tough finish, and very physical ball game. Everybody's just getting shoved around here. Jackson Riggs looking to get downhill, but head coach Jordan Christensen called a timeout. I don't know if they're saying, I don't know if now they're saying they didn't call a timeout. I'm not sure what everybody's so unruly about, but either way. 46-45 your score, 9:38 left to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Cowboys down by 1. You're listening to Breck Basketball on B92.7.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
And welcome back after that Height-Cam construction timeout. We got a 46-45 score. Staples-Motley in the lead, currently on a 9-0 scoring run. Cowboys had all the momentum here in the nest. And the Cardinals settled in. Answer with a run of their own, knocking down some shots from deep. And Ernst, it's over to Avery Smith. Rotate over to Charlie Craychaw. Cooper Roberts has it. Swings it to Ernst, and now Avery Smith drives baseline. Was looking to kick it out, but actually threw it at the basket. Recovers and then gets it to Jackson Riggs, who drills the triple. He's fired up. Riggs up to 10 points. More importantly, gives his squad the lead right back. Lead changes continue to rack up. 48-46 Cowboys. Schultz kicked it out to Beslin. Beslin rotates it back to Nealon. Beslin kicks out to the corner to Rutten. Rutten with a little baseline floater off the mark, rebounded by Cooper Roberts. Cowboys up by 2 with 8:45 left to go in the ball game. Cooper Roberts calling his own number but misses the layup, gets his own board. Kicks it out to Jackson Riggs, and Jackson Riggs misses the triple. Good look, though. Staples off and running. And a lot of contact on that one. Avery Smith probably picking up foul number 4 here. What has been a very physical ball game. So it's one of those things when the fouls get called, you're like, wait a minute. You could have called about 9 of these, I'm sure Avery Smith is saying, but that one's a pretty blatant one. You're going to have to force the official into blowing the whistle every time on that one. So Logan Church coming in for his first action. Levi Christensen as well, as the first free throw from Rutten drops. I have him for 8 points. Staples looking to tie this one up. So on the court for the Cowboys, we got Riggs, Christensen, Sanchez, Church, and Craychaw. 2-for-2 trip to tie it up at 48. Breckenridge ends up almost throwing it away, but Aiden Sanchez tracks it down. Sanchez gets it to Jackson Riggs. Riggs picked up by another defender, and what a smart play to drop it down to Aiden Sanchez, and a very nice cut from him, but he's not able to get the layup to drop. Might have got a little banged up on the play as well. Baseline drive and layup is off the mark, and 2 free throws coming. Rutten with the drive inside. .806 left to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Eli Rutten just knocked down his last 2 free throws, so I think he found a winning recipe here is what he's thinking. Let's just keep getting to the rack and put the Cowboys in situations. They either got to foul me or let me go right to the cup, but we know the second one definitely is not an option. Craychaw will get a breather. Aiden Sanchez wasn't on the bench very long. He's right back in, along with Cooper Roberts, Jackson Riggs, Logan Church, and Levi Christensen. Another 2-for-2 trip puts Staples back in the lead, 50-48 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Just over 8 minutes left to play. Cooper Roberts gets it to Jackson Riggs. He's going to spot up for 3, and he's going to knock it down. Jackson Riggs, his third hit from deep, gives his squad the lead right back, 51-50. And as back and forth of a game as the Cowboys have had this year, and Rutten giving the lead right back. Cowboys tossing it down the floor. Logan Church making him pay in transition off of the Cooper Roberts feed. The fun just won't stop. 7:25 left to go. Cowboys up 53-52. Nice little drive inside, and the lead is going right back after the Nealon bucket. 53-52 Cardinals. Logan Church off the mark on a corner three. So finally someone misses. Rutten looking to score. Kind of on a tear right now. And Coons with a nice kick out. Shot fake and go. And Logan Church trying to step in, and they're going to give him the charge. Might have got away with a little movement on that one, but he'll take it. Logan Church coming in, gets a bucket in transition, takes a charge. Gotta love the hustle from your senior. 6:54 left to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. We got another few subs coming in. Cooper Roberts, Connor Ernst, Levi Christensen, Charlie Craychaw, and Avery Smith playing with 4 fouls. They get it to Smith right in front of his squad's bench. Cooper Roberts now has it. Gets dropped into Christensen, who's looking to attack and draws a foul. 54-53, Staples-Motley in the lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. These squads just continue to just go right back and forth at each other. We got a 54-53 Staples-Motley lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Levi Christensen misses the first. He is currently 1 for 3 at the stripe. Trying for his second 1 for 2 trip. And 0 for 2, but followed by Connor Ernst, who lays it in for the layup. 55-54. Breckenridge regains the lead with 6.5 minutes left to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Charlie Craychaw guarding Coons. Swung over to Nealon. Nealon was looking to attack. He gets it to Coons instead. The floor general. Dribble kick. Staples-Motley. Now get it to Nealon, who's going to look to drive on Craychaw. Nice little sequence there. Kicks it out to the corner. And an off-balance floater is way off the mark. Rebounded by Charlie Craychaw. Cowboys out and running. Christensen gets it to Cooper Roberts. Little head fake. Decides to swing it anyways. Cooper Roberts now has, Connor Ernst had it. Fed it to Cooper Roberts. And then he had it stolen away. Coons making the nice hustle play. Cowboys up 55-54. 5:47 left to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Staples-Motley. They got it in Rutten's hands. You got to be happy with that. Coons. He's going to pull the trigger on a 3. Off the mark. Rebounded by Connor Ernst. Ernst going to bring it up himself. Looking for an open teammate. It's to Levi Christensen. You know what he wants to do. Dribble kick. Aiden Sanchez now has it. Sanchez kicks out to Ernst. He's going to put up a 3 in rhythm and off the mark. Cowboys had 2 guys there for the rebound, but Rutten ended up coming down with it. A nice look there from Ernst, though. Nealon thought about the 3, got his man to jump, got into pull-up range, and then decided to kick it out to Rutten. Coons back to Rutten. Dribbles it out to the Cardinal logo here at the Nest. Breckenridge trying to sweep this doubleheader after the Cowgirls won by more than 50 in their matchup, and now we got Rutten getting 2 more free throws. Been living at the stripe here in the second half. When you're 4 of 4, you may as well keep trying. Third foul on Levi Christensen. Oh, they're actually going to say that was on the floor. I don't know about that, but Rutten will inbound it underneath the hoop. Gets it into the corner. They collapse on the corner. It gets rotated around. Coons has an open look at a 3 from the left wing, and he knocks it down. Coons having a heck of a second half. He's got 10 points. Puts his squad back up 57-55. All the leads have been short-lived in this game, it seems. Aiden Sanchez has it in the right corner. Ends up losing his dribble and throwing it off the defender, but his they're saying actually that was not touched. Saying Sanchez threw it out of bounds. 4:26 left to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Cowboys trail by 2. Rudden bringing it up. Sanchez coming out to guard. Ball screen coming. Jackson Riggs switches on to Rudden. Rudden attacks and kicks out to Nealon. Nealon looking to attack now. Dribble kick to Coons. Connor Coons, been a gamer in this one. Rudden, oh, can't leave him that wide open, and he shows why. Drills the triple, nothing but net. Puts his squad up by 5, 60-55 with 3:55 left to go. Jackson Riggs has it on the left wing. Gets it over to Aiden Sanchez. Going to try to put the game in his hands. With Connor Coons guarding. They get over to Levi Christensen. Christensen goes right at the defense. Kicks out to Charlie Krejci for an open triple from the right corner. Off the mark. Connor Coons bringing it up with 3:28 left to go. Hands it off to Rudden. He's been on fire this half. He's got 11 of his 16 after the break. Rudden kicks it out to Nealon. Can't leave him wide open either. And he ends up missing it, but Jackson Riggs fighting for the rebound. He gets out in transition. Riggs going to call his own number. Actually kick it out to Charlie Krejci. Is wide open in transition. He ends up missing the corner 3. Cowboys got a couple nice looks here. Coons has the ball with 3 guys helping out in the full court, and then Levi Christensen almost has to leave the building. Shout out to assistant coach Austin Ramos. You know, we'll track Christensen down before he went flying into the wall. 2:54 left to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And Jackson Riggs with the excellent kick out on that one, because that was going to be a tough finish inside, and he said, wow, I got a wide open sniper here in the corner. May as well rocket one out here, but did not get it to fall. Looks like my scoreboard camera for some reason turned off. My apologies for that, folks. We'll try to get that fixed later on, but we got a 60-55 score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Dribble kick out to Coons. And Rudden with a little sidestep triple, and he drills it. Ice in his veins. 63-55 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard on what has been another 9-0 run from Staples-Motley. Timeout by the Cowboys with 2:32 left to go. You are listening to Cowboy Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the i3G Sports Network.
What can you do in 30 seconds? Warm up your coffee, tie your shoes, Google, should I get screened for lung cancer? Then actually get screened for lung cancer. If you're a current or former smoker, talk with an Essentia Health provider about your eligibility for a low-dose CT screening, because early-stage lung cancer often has no signs or symptoms. Screening can mean an increased chance of successful treatment. Learn more at essentiahealth.org.
All right, after that high camp construction timeout, we are back. Breckenridge Cowboys trailing 63-55 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Cowboys had a 1-point lead, and since then it's been a 9-0 run with Eli Rudden doing most of the damage for Staples-Motley in this second half. He's got 14 points in the second half, 19 on the game. 2:32 left to go once again on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge Cowboys trying to help themselves out before the section playoff vote, which will once again be voted on by the section coaches for both of the subsections. Aiden Sanchez. It's it inbounded, feeds it to Cooper Roberts, kicks it out to Jackson Riggs for an open 3 in the right corner, but sends it too far, and Levi Christensen will get the over-the-back foul. They got the look they wanted. Jackson Riggs is He's already hit from deep 3 times, so can't blame them for going back to the well. That would have put them in pretty good position, but instead they're down 8. Aiden Sanchez and Cooper Roberts picking up in the full court. Connor Coons with the ball. Has it almost stolen away by Aiden Sanchez. And they're going to say over and back. Coons was saying, wasn't that tipped? But I guess they're rolling with it. Inbounding will be Avery Smith from the opposite sideline of the coaches. Aiden Sanchez going to have a little more urgency. 2:10 left to go. They're down by 8. Sanchez, once again directing traffic, sends Riggs out to the corner, and they're trying to set up that lob once again for Cooper Roberts, and this time Roberts comes down with it and lays it in for 2. To stop the run, and looks like we got a foul on Aiden Sanchez. Applying too much pressure in the full court. 6-point game. And we got a timeout taken by head coach of the Cardinals, Zach Quall. Will take one with him. This timeout brought to you by Highcamp Construction. You are listening to Breckenridge Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Sports Network.
Protect your equipment and get rewarded by purchasing premium Cenex lubricants with Cenex gift cards for gallons. You can earn a $50 Visa gift card for every 100 gallons of Cenex diesel engine oils, tractor hydraulic fluids, gear lubes, and greases purchased between now and through February 29th of 2024. Contact Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley for qualifying Cenex products and promotion details. Some exclusions apply, and don't forget to ask about the best warranty in the industry, the Cenex Total Protection Plan. Proven durability, powered locally.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heidkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heidkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
63-57 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. After that Highcamp Construction timeout, Breckenridge Cowboys looking to make some magic here. They got Connor Ernst and Aiden Sanchez guarding Rutten on the inbound. They're going to send Rutten down the court and get it back to Coons. Coons with Roberts guarding. So good job by Staples to break the press, using Rutten as a diversion. Rutten trying to get past Aiden Sanchez. And Sanchez doing a good job trying to sell that, but he's going to get called for the foul. Got to give him credit for trying to step over for that. 1-1. But this is not the guy you want to be sending to the stripe, who is already 4 for 4 and has also hit from downtown 3 times. So you know he's definitely got the shooter's touch going tonight, and it continues at the stripe. $64-57 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Rutten 1 for 2 trip. Jackson Riggs with the rebound. Riggs gets it to Connor Ernst. Ernst swings it to Aiden Sanchez in the right corner. Sanchez directing traffic. Goes to Ernst. They're going into that lob to Cooper Roberts once again. Shout out Cooper Yegi. Hope you're doing well, buddy. As Jackson Riggs is not able to drop in the baseline jumper. 1:13 left to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Cowboys down by 7, and Cooper Roberts is going to pick up the foul this time around. So another free throw or 2 coming for Rutten. 5 for 6 after missing his last attempt. 1-1, so we'll see if Cowboys can get a stroke of luck here on the first one. As Charlie Craychaw is checked back into the game for Connor Ernst, and first free throw is good. Rutten's got one more coming. And it's 18 fouls on the Cowboys, so still just the 1-1 after this go-around. 8-point game. Rutten sends that one long. Riggs with the rebound once again. Feeds it up to Cooper Roberts, who's going to put up a 3 in front of the Breckenridge bench, and Aiden Sanchez got manhandled there, but no call. They ride Rutten up the left sideline. The trap comes, and wisely, Rutten calls a timeout. 65-57, another timeout. Once again, brought to you by Highcamp Construction. Cowboys trail by 8, just under a minute left to play. You are listening to Cowboy Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Sports Network.
Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They've put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
All right, welcome back to the Nest at Staples-Motley High School. On the floor for the Cowboys, Charlie Craychaw, Jackson Riggs, Connor Ernst, Cooper Roberts, and Aiden Sanchez. Staples called the timeout under their own basket, or they get the ball under their own basket, I should say. Jackson Riggs closing out and will foul Rutten right by the sideline. So Staples got it right where they wanted it, even though he's missed the back end of both of his last 2 trips. 9th team foul on the Cowboys once again. Levi Christensen will check in for Connor Ernst. (65-57), 54 seconds left to play. Staples in the lead on their home floor. And Rutten continues to knock down the big shots at the stripe. Got him 7 for 9 here, all coming in the second half. And 2 for 2 trip. Staples will make a quick substitution. Jackson Riggs inbounding to Cooper Roberts as suddenly we got a 10-point lead for the Cardinals. Roberts gets it to Craychaw, who lets the 3 rip and cannot sink it. So Coons with the ball. Riggs tried poking it free, thought he had the ball, but they're going to say he got him on the arm. 43.7 seconds left to go. Connor Coons looking to put this one away at the stripe. He's had a very strong second half. 7 of his 10 points. I remember him being a thorn in the side for the Cowboys in their first meeting, too. Staples looking to put the finishing touches on this one, and we got another timeout. Shout out to Highcamp Construction once again for sponsoring our timeouts. You are listening to Breckenridge Basketball on B92.7 FM. Cowboys trail 68-57 with 43.7 seconds left to play. We'll be right back after this timeout break.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wahpeton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
Welcome back to the Nest at Staples-Motley High School. And thank you to Staples-Motley for taking such good care of me and getting me set up here on your beautiful walking track. Only one thing got unplugged, and it wasn't even their fault. It was my fault. As Connor Coons makes it a 2 for 2 trip. Staples-Motley putting this one away at the free throw line. Up 11. And take a break for a substitution, it looks like. Charlie Craychaw will be inbounding to Jackson Riggs. Cowboys not dead yet, but ain't looking good as they trail by 12. 38 seconds left to go. Dribble kick out to Charlie Kraychoff for a corner three, off the mark. Rebounded by Rutten, and they're going to call a foul once again in the full court. 2 free throws coming for Rutten. As the Cowboys had a 55-54 lead and have since been outscored 14-2. Granted, a lot of these have been at free throws, but still, testament to how hard it is to get a bucket right now. Rutten's first free throw is good. Rutten makes it another 2-for-2 trip. Calm, cool, and collected. 71-57 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Jackson Riggs scoops it up. Going to look to set himself up. He's looking for a step-back triple potentially. Instead, he'll go to Charlie Kraychoff. He's going to sail that one too long for a miss, and Coons tracks it down. And Staples-Motley going to dribble this one out. Breckenridge falls to Staples for the second time on the season. And we'll take a quick break and come back with your post-game show brought to you by Miller Realty. You've been listening to Breckenridge basketball on B92.7 as Breckenridge and Staples splits the doubleheader for the night. You've been listening to Breckenridge basketball once again. Miller Realty post-game show coming up next.
North Dakota State College of Science is powered by the strong local connections we have with employers, business partners, program advisors, and local business leaders. We're proud to call Wahpeton home. Find out more about how you or your business can support NDSCS by visiting ndscs.edu. That's ndscs.edu.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Egeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
What if you could store heat during off-peak hours when electric prices are lowest and use it when you need it? With a heat storage system, you can. Underfloor systems and other options heat your whole home or individual rooms so you can stay comfortable and save. Plus, they're at least 100% efficient, so no energy or dollars are wasted. With Otter Tail Power Company rebates, now's the time to see how you can store, heat, and save. Go to otpco.com/heat storage to get started.
And welcome to the Miller Realty postgame show on B92.7 FM and live streaming on YouTube at KBMW News Live. Part of the I3G Sports Network here from Staples-Motley High School. Breckenridge Cowgirls got the doubleheader started with an 87-33 victory. Breckenridge Cowboys end up falling to the Staples-Motley Cardinals in Game 2 by a score of 71-57. Run through the scoring for you. We'll start off with Staples-Motley, a 20-point second half from Eli Rutten. He finished with 25, and 10 of those points coming from the free throw line. He shot 10 of 12 at the stripe to help put the game away. He was joined in double figures by Connor Coons with 12 points. And then they were followed by Avondre Brandt, who actually only played a couple minutes in the second half. So all 10 of his points coming in the first half. 9 points from Alex Schultz, hitting from deep on 3 occasions by my count. 7 points for Grant Beslin, and then 4 points apiece from number 20, Josiah Burton. All those being in the first half. And then also Ryan Nealon ended the game with 4 points as well. Unless I accidentally gave, I might have accidentally gave Schultz one of Nealon's threes. So apologies there if I misallocated some stats there. In which case he would have 7 points, and then the other one, Nealon would have 6. So, or Schultz would have 6. Apologies. But anyways, on to the Breckenridge statistics. We got 2 guys in double figures. Jackson Riggs had 13 off the bench. 8 of them coming in the second half, and 9 of his points coming from three-point land. And then for 5 rebounds as well. 12 points from Aiden Sanchez. He had 7 in the opening half, 5 in the second, and then pretty balanced across the board. Levi Christensen, 9 points, 6 rebounds, as Breckenridge definitely did not win the battle on the glass. I don't know how many Staples ended up with, but with looking at Breckenridge's numbers, I'm assuming that it would be, I'd be hard-pressed to say that they were in the lead there. But Cooper Roberts had 8 points, 6 from Avery Smith, 5 from Charlie Craychall in the first half, and then 2 points from Connor Ernst, and 2 from Logan Church as well in the second half. So that is how we got our 57 for Breckenridge and 71 for Staples-Motley in their 14-point victory. But once again, this was a 55-54 Cowboy lead here with about, I want to say about 5 minutes left to play. And from then on, they got outscored 17-2. So Staples-Motley taking control of the game right at the end to really pull away and pick up the dub. So that is a look once again at your State Farm Stat Report, brought to you by the local State Farm agents, Matt and Amanda Frederick, as part of your Miller Realty post-game show. We'll take a quick break here, pause for a 10-second station ID, and come back with your play of the game, brought to you by Red River Agency, and then your player of the game, brought to you by Essential Health. Here with you, you're listening to the Miller Realty post-game show on B92.7 FM and live streaming on YouTube at KBMW News Live or the I3G Sports Network.
B92.7 is KBMW Breckenridge Wahpeton.
All the hits from 2KM today.
And welcome back. It is time for your play of the game, brought to you by Red River Agency, your hometown agents in Breckenridge. And for my play of the game, I'm going to go with that nice run that Breckenridge had to get back within 1 to wrap up the second half. It actually was looking like Staples-Motley was about to take control of this ball game, and they ended up building a 31-23 lead, but Cowboys came back with a 7-0 run and actually added 2 more to it to start off the second half to take the lead. So, that stretch, I guess we'll just focus on the end of the first half, though. But I just thought that stretch to close out the first half was really solid and gave them some nice momentum heading into the locker room. But when it was all said and done, obviously, Staples-Motley just had too much at the free throw line, and Breckenridge couldn't buy a bucket down the closing minutes. So that's how it ended up shaking out to the 71-57 result, because obviously the big key run for this game was the 17-2 run that Staples ended on to wrap up the ball game. So that's our play of the game, brought to you by Red River Agency, the nice little run we got from Breckenridge to end the first half. And now for our player of the game, folks. Oh, boy. It's really hard in these ones where it's just like really balanced across the board. You could go with Aiden Sanchez, who was started to kind of find his groove there to wrap up the at the beginning of the second half, I should say. Could also go with Cooper Roberts, showed some nice things down low. Levi Christensen as well. Oh boy. Okay, I think this time around we're gonna have to go with Jackson Riggs. Jackson Riggs hit from deep a few times. Ended up being the leading scorer in this ball game with 13, and also was helping out on the glass as well with 5 boards. And saw some nice things defensively as well throughout the game. But they're definitely going to need some more improvement on the glass, just a team as a whole, not just him, but just everybody kind of is going to have to be getting on the glass more. They're not the biggest team in the world. We all know that. Rolling out Levi Christensen at the 5, and I think Levi's listed about 6'3", I want to say. But so definitely not the biggest team in the world. So maybe it always is going to be a little bit of an uphill battle, but if you getting 5 guys on the glass, you can kind of make up for stuff like that. But we shall see, as Breckenridge has got a couple more games to wrap up for the regular season, and we'll see how it all shakes out once again, as they will have their playoff seed determined by a section vote. So Breckenridge falling to 3-21 on the year, and that'll do it for our Miller Realty postgame show and our player of the game, brought to you by Essential Health once again. Jackson Riggs this time around, leading scorer with 13 points. Knocking down a trio of triples as well and getting 5 boards along with it. You've been listening to this doubleheader broadcast on B92.7 FM. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and let's do it again. Hopefully we got another I think this is our last doubleheader of the year, unfortunately. Well, obviously, because the girls just wrapped up the regular season. But these doubleheaders have been a blast. I'm hoping we get more of them next year. And thanks for listening, everybody, once again. You've been listening to the Miller Realty postgame show on B92.7. You guys all have a fantastic night. If you're already driving back, make sure to drive safe, folks.
Tonight's Breckenridge basketball game was brought to you by Breckenridge Public Schools, Carlson Family Insurance, CHI St. Francis, Essentia Health, Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, High Camp Construction, Miller Realty, Minn Kota Ag Products, North Dakota State College of Science, Optimum Rehab, Otter Tail Power Company, Quality Toyota, Red River Agency, Red River Grain, Smith Motors, State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick, and Twin Town Villa. Be sure to go to kbmwnews.com for a complete updated list of future broadcasts and video streams. And make sure to catch the Giants Sports Show every Saturday at 9 a.m. Thanks for listening.